when equalization. So you have solution partner and advanced specialization. That means we are capable of delivering. Now, we have 11 11 advanced specializations, the highest partner in Africa to get accredited with 11 partner designations. And we are continuing. Okay? Last, I would like to focus on our success pillars. What drives us? What makes us different in Reliance? And we focus on three main aspects. And in this, we do business transformation, operational excellence, and protection assurance. We categorize our solutions into these three pillars, depending on your business needs. Okay? So let's look at business transformation. We all have one way or another a business process that we would like to automate. You will have to, you don't want to sign checks, right? You don't want to, manually approve by email. You want to automatically approve processes in your organization. That is what business transformation is all about. We ensure we bring you to the cloud, resilient infrastructure, and at the same time we focus on cost-effective prices and solutions for you that cater to you. Okay? Secondly, we do operational excellence. We identify that people, data, and systems are very critical to ensure that in that ecosystem, how do they integrate? How do they correlate to ensure that it sounds? Do you want business insights? Everybody needs business insights, right? You don't want to see data, you want to see dashboards. Okay? That is operational excellence. We do that for you, and when we've done it across Africa and the world, we provide also data warehousing. I'm so sure everybody knows here, data is the new gold or the new oil. Okay? Data. And we ensure that through operational excellence, we make that data work for you. Okay? The last pillar that works for Reliance is protection assurance. I will simply summarize it into this: rest of mind as a service. We all have large organizations, small organizations, but you like to have rest of mind or peace in everything that you do. You want to go home knowing that, my infrastructure is secure, my application is secure, and data is secure. We provide that using this phenomenal pillar called protection assurance. As you can see, we offer also through other products, governance and compliance, vulnerability assessments, just to see how the organization is at the scale of security in the world. I would like to summarize this by saying it's a pleasure to have you here. Let's open our minds as we delve deeper into today's session. And lastly, if you have any queries, we will be having an event feedback survey so that we can drive the conversations forward. We are happy to be here in Egypt, and we look forward to further collaboration. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yes. It's a wonderful pleasure to have you all here. My way of introduction, my name is Michael Mensah Akman. I am the country manager for Cloudwell Limited all the way in Ghana, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here with you in your beautiful city of New Cairo. Anytime I introduce myself, and they ask where am I from, and I say Ghana, the first thing I hear is Black Stars. So I just wanted to do that by way of introduction. So I'll be here to have a short discussion around digital transformation. I would like at the agenda, so we'll start our conversation, very brief conversation on Firstly, demystifying digital as a construct. I know most of you here, one way or the other, have heard the term or the concept digital transformation. So we'll try to briefly look at its concept. Then we'll look at why digital in the first place. We understand that it's a construct, but why is it important for companies, large or small, to have some of their processes automated or leverage digital transformation? Then we'll dive into the main course of the discussion, which is looking at the three pillars of digital transformation, which are people, process, and technology. Then afterwards, we'll further the conversation with harnessing the power of digital. Of course, it's a construct, but how do you practicalize digital transformation in your respective industries and companies? Then we'll also look at the metrics for success. How do you measure if a firm has truly digitalized its processes or operations? Then we'll look at Cloudbase as a trusted IT partner. We are launching in Egypt as Cloudbase, so that's the trade that we're working on. So we'll try and appeal to you why you should consider us as one of your many trusted, your premium trusted IT partner in Egypt. Then we would conclude. Okay, so we'll start the conversation with demystifying digital, which is understanding the concept of digital transformation. So I'd like to ask, I just need a little audience participation, just I'd love to do a lot. If you have heard the concept digital transformation, you can kindly show by hands. Digital transformation, if it's familiar with you. Okay, so it seems you have a fairly good number that understands and appreciates the concept of digital transformation. So I'll quickly and briefly try to practicalize the concept. Each and every one of us belongs to a company or work for a company. And these companies, or these companies that we work for, has a series of activities that is run in the company to produce products or services. I believe some of you are either in the product industry or you provide a service. And these products and services are generated by a series of activities. To make it practical, let's use the banking industry, for instance. For the banking industry to have a banking experience for its customers, there are various units or departments within the firm that cumulatively produces the banking experience. So we have customer service, which handles customer queries, customer complaints, and the likes. We have the legal team that is responsible for ensuring that the company is compliant with all the requirements and legal requirements. Then we have like a team like marketing or IT. So all these different units have different activities that produces a value chain. But the question now is this: digital transformation is now arguing that the integration of digital tools and digital technologies in all of these activities truly helps a company digitally transform. So for instance, in terms of customer engagement, how do you quickly ensure that you are talking to your customers quickly? How do you quickly ensure that your processes are automated? How do you also ensure that efficiency is guaranteed? So the construct of digital transformation is then saying that aligning or integrating digital technologies as part of the individual processes or activities in an organization truly enables it to digitally transform. But we can look at the screen, you can see that there are various enablers that actually help digital transformation as a construct to be practicalized. So we have artificial intelligence, which is one of the enablers of digital transformation, which is helping machines or machines that are able to mimic human intelligence. You have all heard, I'm sure most of us have heard about something around ChatGPT and the like. So those are some of the examples of artificial intelligence. We have also Internet of Things, where data can be received from very, very mundane things, such as your phone, your TV, or even your Wi-Fi modem. All these things are sources of data that can be integrated to give more information. Of course, one of the most prevalent enablers of digital transformation is cloud computing. Little more audience participation. How many of us are familiar with Microsoft Azure? Show by hands. Exactly. So that's good. So Microsoft Azure is one of the cloud platforms that enables customers run workloads on the cloud, on a pay-as-you-go model, and on demand. So it's also another enabler of digital transformation. And of course, big data analytics, which is one of the most prevalent enablers for digital transformation. So if my first statement didn't convince you, I would like to go a step further for us to explore the benefits that comes when a company digitally transforms. So first and foremost, of course, there are a lot of advantages that your firms or my firm would enjoy once digitally transformed. Top of mind, of course, it unlocks hidden potential. As my colleague Patrick rightly said, data is the new gold. The question is, how are you analyzing data to uncover new trends, to ensure that your customers are served better, to ensure that the products that you are bringing actually meets the needs of your customers? All these things are within your environment. Be it as it's made, it's all within your environment. All the data sources are within your environment. But how do you uncover it? You need digital transformation tools to enable you uncover the hidden potential. Of course, another key benefit or advantage that you will get is it is a source of competitive advantage. We all belong to an industry. We all belong to a competitive space. And right now, time to market is very crucial. Any edge that you need to ensure that you are the best in your market, you have to take it. And digital transformation, using digital transformation technology and tools, gives you that competitive edge to ensure superior performance as compared to your competitors, ensuring that you're actually delivering value to your customers, as well as having a very, very good profit line. Of course, it comes with cost savings. Like I used the Azure instance, the Azure example I mentioned. Running your workloads on cloud, of course, it solves the issue of having to consider paying costs for, if you're running your workload on-prem, having to cater for security, having to cater for downtime, not even running the resource, of course, all these are cost elements. But once you use digital transformation tools like Azure, of course, it cuts most of your expenditure, giving you a lot of cost savings. And of course, resilience and adaptability. 3 years ago, the entire world was hit with the deadly pandemic of COVID-19. However, some companies were able to surpass this unfortunate pandemic because most of them had a good understanding and a good implementation of digital transformation. So issues like lockdown, issues like physical meetings, all of these barriers were able to surpass because they had a couple of digital transformation tools in their environment. Of course, you are able to get data insights. Like I mentioned, data is a new good. How do you analyze the data? How do you use the data to create products and services? And of course, customer centricity, ensuring that your customer feels like a king or a queen, that all your attention is given to your customer. How do you ensure that? By leveraging digital transformation tools. So, we are now coming to the main course of our discussion, which is the 3 pillars of digital transformation. Of course, there are a lot of very many factors that actually influence what the digital transformation process is. However, research has made us understand that, unfortunately, when firms plan to embark on a digital transformation journey, approximately 70 to 95% fail. And this is because they are not able to streamline the various factors that they are supposed to consider in embarking on a digital transformation journey. So from our research, we're going to identify 3 main pillars that any firm that plans to go on a digital transformation journey should consider. Of course, we have people, process, and technology. And I'll explain as we go along. Of course, we started with people, the most important and the most crucial. Regardless of technology, regardless of any other infrastructure, once you do not have people, or make people your priority, you are eventually going to fail. So for us, we believe any hallmark for digital transformation starts with your people. So to ensure that your people are able to embark and fully appreciate the digital transformation tools that you are trying to introduce, or the digital transformation motions that you are trying to introduce, you need to ensure that, one, your people have the requisite training and skills. Of course, we believe that there are certain ways of doing things. There might be traditional ways of doing things. There might be legacy ways of doing things. You integrating digital transformation tools within the way they conduct such activities as their day-to-day, you need to ensure you have the right skills and the right training to do that. And of course, you also need to consider change management. Digital transformation, like the word implies, it means transforming your businesses. So any transformation will have to do with change. And for you to ensure a seamless transition from a traditional way of doing things to a more digital way of doing things, you really need to consider change management. So how do you ensure that your employees, your stakeholders, from the C-level all the way to the security one, how do you ensure they're able to adapt to the prevailing operational realities that comes with digital transformation? Another important thing is digital culture. Harvard Business School Professor Michael Porter always says that culture will eat strategy for breakfast. So you can have a very, very good digital transformation plan, a very, very, very good strategy. However, if you do not consider creating a digital culture, it is not going to work. So another important thing you also need to consider is creating a digital culture where everyone in the organization, not only the C-level, not only the mid-managers, but everybody gets to align with the digital culture. And of course, one of the crucial things is partnership. In my local dialect, they say if you want to go far, you have to go with another person or another partner. So having good partnerships with credible people like the OEMs, like Microsoft, like Cloud-based, who can advise, who can guide, who can help, and share experiences will really help in transforming your people when it comes to digital transformation. And of course, engagement. That's another thing we've realized from our research, that a lot of people that try to embark on digital transformation, they don't have open channels of communication to align with their stakeholders, to align with their employees, to see if whatever they're doing is actually meeting the needs that it was originally designed to solve. So that's for people. Now we're looking at process. Like I mentioned in the past, like I mentioned previously, each line of business or each organization is a sum total of different processes and different activities that are usually done. So processes, if you're not able to manage your processes very well when it comes to your digital transformation plan, you end up wasting a lot of time. You end up covering projects or processes that are not really necessary. And unfortunately, you end up not being able to digitally transform. So there are two concepts that we like to bring to your notice when it comes to looking at projects or processes that you want to evaluate when you're creating a digital transformation roadmap. So there's the agile paradigm, which we borrowed from project management. So agile paradigm seeks to describe that you are supposed to look at processes at short deliverable terms. Something very short for the team to evaluate, something very deliverable, something clearly time-based. It actually enables you to focus more on short terms as compared to long-term projects or long-term processes, which are very, very difficult for you to get feedback. So for instance, let me paint a picture. You are in a bank, you are the CFO, sorry, the CIO of a bank, and you want to measure how quickly you respond to customer queries. Okay, you can actually use the agile paradigm to break down that challenge into small buckets of activities that can be quickly measured. So for instance, what's the response time if a customer walks into the bank with a complaint? How long does it take for the complaint to be solved? How long does it take for has to document the complaint. How long does it take for the customer to feel satisfied? So breaking down various processes into short, what the paradigm says, sprints, short time-based deliverables, enables you to quickly weed out processes that are important to your firm and processes that are not important. So if you look at it, the agile paradigm mostly speaks to your internal stakeholders. So your employees, your C-level managers, and your various teams. So it actually helps address crafting a digital transformation roadmap in regards to people internally. And if you're looking at your customers, okay, and also trying to come up with relevant processes that speaks to their needs, there is also the design thinking model. So what design thinking model says is that you are supposed to actually pay attention and focus on the customer. So it says creating products and services with deep understanding of the needs and demands of your customers. This being said, you are supposed to actually have a clear customer profile, identify their needs, identify their concerns, and come up with processes that speaks directly to their needs. Just to reiterate, like I mentioned, processes are very broad. Any firm can have up to 500 to 10,000 individual processes across different units. So if you are trying to transform, you need to have some form of framework or a guidance to help you prioritize the most important processes to your business. So the third leg of the digital transformation framework is technology. Of course, the reason why we are all here is to expose you to different technology solutions that we have. For a company to digitally transform, you cannot do that without the power of technology. And our premium OEM, which is Microsoft, has more than enough of the tools and the technology that can help your firm digitally transform. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list, but we have tried to cluster the various technology processes that can help your firm digitally transform into three. Of course, data and analytics. It's very, very important. Like my colleague mentioned, and I reiterate, data is the new gold. If you're looking to stay sustainable, if you're looking to digitally transform, it's essential you manage your data. It's essential you get key insights from your data. So one of the primary, if you are going for any technology to help your company digitally transform, you are supposed to look at data analytics. The second term is digital tools and platforms. So how do you collaborate? How does your employees work? How do they manage their teams? How do they ensure that what they are supposed to do is done? It's another important cluster of technology that you are supposed to consider. How things are done within the organization. And for here, some of the digital tools and platforms are Microsoft 365. Very, very robust applications that can help your team manage all their internal processes too as well. Then finally, all your investments will be down the drain if you do not have a good security infrastructure, if you don't have good security assets protecting your infra, be it on-prem, be it on cloud. Someone can hack, get all the relevant data, crash your business. There are a lot of ransomware attacks that have come up due to, of course, COVID and other things. There's a lot of new threats around the digital landscape. So it's very, very important if you are considering technologies or tools to help your company digitally transform. Cybersecurity is one of the most important things for you to consider. Yes, so of course, I know I've spoken a lot, but I'll try to practicalize what the next steps should be if you're considering to digitally transform. First and foremost, you need to have a strategic roadmap. Building a plan, having a plan on timelines as to the various processes, people, and technologies that you want to do. You have to actually document all them down and have timelines, have champions like we call in organizations, who are people who are responsible for ensuring that it actually happens. So first and foremost, of course, you have to have a strategic roadmap for short-term, long-term, for short-term, medium-term, and long-term. Secondly, capabilities, super important. you need to ensure that one, your team who are responsible for delivering certain deliverables have the requisite skills to deliver. And if they don't, that's where trusted partners and partnerships come in. You need to ensure that the people you're working with have the requisite skills to actually deliver on what plans that you have. And of course, adoption is very, very crucial. Like I mentioned, most of digital transformation efforts do not go as planned because one, there's no communication, two, there's no critical evaluation of change management and adoption. It is very, very, very crucial that you are able to have a clear direction as to how to adopt, and most important, how to scale. Because it's our prayer and our plan that all your organizations scale and all your organizations grow. So you should also have that at the back of your mind when you're designing a digital transformation roadmap. So I would conclude with the matrix for success, which basically is how do you ensure, what are you going to evaluate by the end of any digital transformation journey? The process of digitalizing, transforming your processes digitally. First and foremost, you should be able to empower your employees. Very, very crucial. So if you're going to measure how a digital transformation strategy is effective, first and foremost, one, you should be able to have metrics that identify how your employees, all your stakeholders are empowered. Number two, of course, you should be able to engage your customers better. Like I mentioned, one of the benefits for digital transformation is customer centricity. How are you able to reach to your customers quickly? How are you communicating with them timely and efficiently? How are you even knowing what they're saying? How are you even understanding what they're saying about you? On WhatsApp, on social media, and other platforms. Of course, you should be able to engage your customers better. And another third point is you should be able to optimize your operations. Ensure that all the activities that are done by the various units are done in a seamless, efficient, and cost-effective manner. You should be able to look at that and say that, yes, you have been able to achieve that. And finally, you should be able to transform your products and services. And this is where data comes. How are you analyzing the data that you are getting from the field? How are you analyzing the data that you are even generating from your own operations to inform you to transform your products and services? So this is what we believe are the metrics for success for any firm that seeks to digitally transform. These four pillars should be part of your journey. Yes, so finally, why work with us? I know my colleague Patrick mentioned our footprints, our competencies and the likes, and those are very, very beautiful. But for me, I'm a salesman. I enjoy sales, so I'll give you my sales pitch. Of course, we will understand that there are a lot of partners in Egypt. There are a lot of partners, war partners, strong partners in Egypt. But what makes us different is our approach. Like we have in our firm, we have a philosophy called the success outcome philosophy, which basically says that we measure our success based on your winnings. If you are not winning, you are not successful. If you are not happy, you are not successful. So what we actually guarantee is that we are looking at a long-term partnership with ensuring that your business needs are met. So for us, we like to brag that all our customers have that satisfaction when it comes to dealing with us. Of course, we have a consultancy program. If you need us to advise on how you want to digitally transform your process or your organization, of course, we can help you with consultancy. And most importantly, support. We understand that digital transformation is a long journey, and there are different parts that you have to consider. Problems will come up, issues will come up, and you will need support. What we guarantee is that, yes, we will be with you through thick and thin to ensure that your digital transformation journey is fully actualized. So I would like to say shukran, and as my local dialect Chi says medase, I would like to bring my presentation to an end. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for such a wonderful presentation. Thank you. Do you have any questions for Michael? Yes. Michael. Yes.
So thank you for the wonderful presentation. So my question is, you said you have three pillars for the digital transformation, which is people, processes, and technology. The processes in the process pillar, I noticed that it's oriented to people also. That's right. So for the people, you said that you have to change the culture of the employees or your customer. So do you have something to introduce for changing the culture?
Yes. So that's a very good question. Thank you so much for that. So Microsoft has also identified that when it comes to changing culture, it's not a one-day event. Okay, so as God will have it, there is a specialization that Microsoft awards partners who have gone through rigorous training to help customers when it comes to change and adoption. So Cloudbase, we are actually a partner with a specialization in change and adoption management. Okay, so it involves different tenants. Of course, change and adoption management is very, very extensive, and it's not a one-day event. Of course, it has different things like understanding, one, how the operations are done, two, how they are going to, what needs are being solved by the traditional or legacy operations. Three, how are they going to align with the technology that's being introduced, and how are they going to accept it? Let me give an instance. For public sector, in my home country, Ghana, they are very, very against technology because they feel it's coming to replace their jobs. Okay, so there's already that anxiety and that rejection when it comes to technology. But because we're trained and we have that certification and that advanced specialization from Microsoft, we are able to handhold the stakeholders, even to points where we actually do demos. We actually show them how the technology which is being introduced will make them more efficient at their jobs. Yes, so for culture, it's quite broad. In my home, we say culture is a way of life, so it is not exhaustive in the immediate term. It takes quite some time for us to digitally transform the culture. I hope that addresses your concern. Shukran.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much. Yes, please.
First of all, thank you for this complete introductive presentation. I just come back to what you have said in the point number 2, which is why digitalization. And I would like you to elaborate a little bit on improves customer centricity. And is it related to the previous question or not?
Okay,
thank you.
So I'll start with explaining customer centricity. So I'll start by explaining customer centricity. If you practice this industry, you are definitely relying on customers. And you should also bear in mind that you are also in a competitive space. The customer that would stick with you would have to build a relationship with you, whether mentally or emotionally. The customer has to align with your brand. Okay, so right now, how do you as a company ensure that the customer is able to align, appreciate your brand so that you can have repetitive business from them? So there are various tools that comes with digital transformation that enables you to do that. For instance, you can ask yourself this question: how are you analyzing feedback from your market? How are you able to analyze data from your market? What are the communication channels that your customers can speak to? If a new product comes out, how are you able to identify the feedback from the customer to be able to either adjust or modify the product or service? So customer centricity as a concept is very crucial for any company that wants to maintain a competitive edge. So there are various tools that Microsoft has that enables you to be able to engage your customers. So for instance, there's Dynamics Omnichannel. So Omnichannel is a platform by which you are able to pick feeds feeds being information, feed being the grievances in that case, or the appreciation of your customers through platforms such as WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, even your website. All these things are ways by which you are able to stay close with the customer, thereby impacting or imprinting your brand on their consciousness and able to build a sustainable relationship with them. So customer centricity is very crucial. It's basically how do you communicate, how do you receive feedback from your customers. And of course, it is quite broad, but there are various tools by which you are able to analyze and actually have that close relationship. Yes, because it even has to do with marketing and advertising. People will do brand awareness, like we here being in Egypt, it's a form of actually building customer centricity. Okay, so even if you do not have, let's say, the capacity to have an event, there are various tools by which you can use to build customer centricity. I hope that answers your question. Fantastic. Fantastic. Are there any other questions?
I think we are good.
Okay,
Michael.
good job. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Michael. So, I think we are all doing good. Are you fine? I can't hear. Good? Okay. So, after this session, Michael, he explained the digital transformation. Just one question, please, if anyone can answer. In one sentence, what is digital transformation? Anyone? Sorry? Future. Okay, anyone else? Process. Sorry? People. Culture. Sorry? Great. Thank you for all of you. So that means you all are awake. Thank you. Next, I will call Ms. Dalia. She is from Microsoft. She will be speaking on modern work. So please welcome Dalia.
صباح الخير، ايه الاخبار؟ طيب مبدئيا كده خليني اعرفكم بنفسي. انا اسمي داليا جلال، انا المودرن ورك سولوشن سبيشالست بكفر افريكا، والنهارده ان شاء الله جاي اتكلم معاكم على الكونسبت بتاع مايكروسوفت، فكره الدو مور وذ ليس، which particularly اللي انا هتكلم عليه هو جزء مايكروسوفت 365. خلوني كده قبل ما ابتدي اتكلم او يعني ابريزنت البيتش بتاعت النهارده، كنت حابه اعرف منكم الاول احنا في كام حد من اللي قاعدين اوريدي بيستخدم المايكروسوفت 365؟ اوكي تمام بيرفكت. طيب وفي كام حد تقريبا اوريدي رجع يشتغل من المكتب توتالي، بيشتغل هايبريد من المكتب والبيت، الحاجات دي كلها؟ بيرفكت. حلو قوي. طيب لما بنيجي نتكلم على السبيسيفيكلي الكونسبت بتاع المايكروسوفت 365، فاحنا بنتكلم على مجموعه كبيره قوي من السولوشنز. والنهارده احنا في وقت الشركات كلها وان ما كانش كمان الناس بتحاول ان هي توفر، فاحنا بنفس البادجت انا بحاول اوصل لحاجات اكتر بكتير قوي، ان ما كانش ان انا بقلل البادجت عشان عايز اعمل حاجات اكتر. فاحنا لما بنيجي نتكلم على الموضوع ده بنكتشف مدى اهميه فكره الدو مور وذ ليس. الكونسبت بقى انه احنا في عندنا حاجات كتير قوي كومبلكس، ان يعني من فتره احنا كلنا بنشتغل من المكتب، عندي الفي عندي البارامتر بتاعي بقدر اكفره، سكيورتي وايز انا تمام، الحاجات دي كلها. النهارده سبيشالي بعد الكوفيد مش هو ده الاوبشن، احنا كلنا بنشتغل من البيت، بنشتغل من اي مكان، لينا اكسس على الداتا بتاعتنا من على التليفون، من على اللابتوب، من كل حاجه. فبالتالي هنا فكره الدو مور وذ ليس. المايكروسوفت 365 بتقدر ان هي توصلنا لحاجه المعادله الصعبه، فكره ان انا بقدر ان انا ادي لليوزرز للموظفين عندي في الشركه الفلكسبيليتي، ان هو النهارده يقدر وهو قاعد النهارده في ميتنج زي حضراتكم يبقى ستيل ليه اكسس على الحاجات بتاعت الشغل، ما يبقاش بيهايند، وفي نفس الوقت انه الاي تي السكيورتي مطمن انه الداتا بتاعته ما بيحصلهاش اي حاجه، ان ما يبقاش في اي kind of data leakage، ما يبقاش في اي مشاكل من ناحيه الداتا، الحاجات دي كلها. فاحنا لما بنيجي نتكلم على فكره المايكروسوفت 365 هي بتوصلنا لثلاث حاجات. اول حاجه ان انا بقلل فكره ان عندي redundancy من ناحيه السولوشنز. النهارده احنا لو بصينا على الماركت هنلاقي فيه سولوشنز كتير قوي، هنلاقي فيه سولوشن بتساعدنا ان احنا نعمل ايميل بروتكشن، سولوشن تانية بتساعدنا ان احنا نعمل اند بوينت بروتكشن، واحده تانية بتعمل لنا الموبايل ديفايس مانجمنت اند سو اون. يعني احنا ممكن نكمل كده لغايه اخر اليوم، وكل واحده فيهم بتبقى سبيشالايزد في حاجه معينه. فانا النهارده لو انا بدور على ارخص حاجه فانا ممكن اوصل لارخص حاجه من كل واحده في دول. بس السؤال بقى، هل الحاجات دي كلها حقيقي هتوفر لي الاوبشن بتاع البيست سيكيورتي ولا لا؟ ده اللي اوريدي المايكروسوفت 365 بتعمله. احنا لما بناخد فكره المايكروسوفت 365 احنا بناخد بندل متكامله فيها البرودكتيفيتي سويت. طبعا اوريدي كلنا فاميليار بالحاجات بتاعت الاوفيس ابلكيشنز، الايميل، الشير بوينت، تيمز، والسكيورتي بندلز لما بنيجي نتكلم على الايميل، الاند بوينت، الام دي ام، الحاجات دي كلها. بلس ان انا بقلل 60% من الكوست بتاعه الريسورسز او اللايسنسز اللي انا بدفعها لفندرز ثانيه. تاني حاجه بقدر ان انا بعملها من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 هي اللي احنا بنسميه simplified IT management. انا النهارده من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 بيبقى عندي كونسول واحده، الكونسول دي هي اللي بقدر بمانج منها كل السكيورتي فانكشناليتيز بتاعتي، وانا متاكد 100% انه لو السكيورتي فانكشناليتيز دول جايين من نفس الفندر فده معناها انه السولوشنز دي كلها fully integrated، كل السولوشنز بتبعت لبعض سيجنالز. فانا بالتالي لو في اي حاجه ديتكتد على الايميل ان هي مش مظبوطه abnormal behavior and so on، الديفايس هيبقى عارف ان في abnormal behavior بيحصل، فهيبتدي ان هو ياخد اكشن. الايدنتيتي هتبقى فاهمين كل حاجه، فبتدينا في نفس الوقت فيزيبيليتي احسن. مش بس كده، لا انا هيبقى عندي ريسبونس ريت اسرع. يعني بدل ما ان انا let's say كنت هاخد ساعتين عشان اكتشف ان في مشكله، لا انا النهارده من خلال 10 دقائق ربع ساعه هقدر ان انا اديتكت الحاجات دي. ده لو احنا بنتكلم from an IT perspective. لو انا النهارده موظفه عاديه جدا في اي شركه، انا الكلام ده كله لذيذ بالنسبه لي بس مش هو ده اللي انا بدور عليه. انا بدور ان انا النهارده مديري بيكلمني بيسالني على حاجه، انا محتاجه اعرف المعلومه دي. انا في البيت، انا في الشغل، انا في اي وقت انا محتاجه اقدر اوصل للديتا بتاعتي. فده اللي اوريدي المايكروسوفت 365 بتديهولي، بتديني الاوبشن ان انا الداتا بتاعتي اكسسبل من اي وقت في اي مكان. من على التليفون بتاعي انا هقدر ان انا لو حد سالني عن حاجه عند كاستمر ميتنج ومحتاجه اوري له دوكيمنت مش معايا هقدر اجيبه. لو انا النهارده محتاج ان انا اكسس ريسورس من على موبايل من خلال السولوشن، عادي هقدر ان انا اكسس الحاجات دي كلها. طيب لو هنبتدي ان احنا نتكلم شويه على الريدكشن بتاعه الكوست، فاحنا هنتكلم، احنا كنا قلنا ان احنا المايكروسوفت 365 بتوفر لنا حوالي 60% من الانفستمنت اللي احنا بنعمله لما بنيجي نتكلم على السولوشنز اللي احنا بنستخدمها. طيب النهارده احنا لما بنيجي نتكلم على سولوشنز كومباربل للمايكروسوفت 365 فانا بدور مبدئيا على سولوشن تعمل لي ايميل، سولوشن تانية تعمل لي كوميونيكيشن تولز، واحدة تالتة تديني الاوفيس ابلكيشنز، واحدة رابعة للام دي ام وللايميل سيكيورتي، للاند بوينت اند سو اون. فاحنا لو ابتدينا ان احنا نزود السولوشنز دي كلها على بعض هنوصل لحوالي تقريبا $91 per user per month as a cost هدفعها لكل يوزر عندي. however انا لما بروح للمايكروسوفت 365 على حسب السايز بتاع الاورجنايزيشن، على حسب الريكويرمنتس بتاعت الاورجنايزيشن، فاحنا لو هناخد as an example المايكروسوفت 365 الاي 3 انا بدفع حوالي $36 per user per month. فده بيوفر لي $55 per user per month which is ال 60% اللي احنا كنا بنتكلم عليه. طيب احنا وفرنا من ناحية الفلوس، مش هو ده برضو الحاجة الوحيدة اللي المايكروسوفت 365 بتقدمها، لا احنا كمان بيبقى عندنا ان احنا بنقلل الاوبريشن كوست. انا النهارده من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 مش محتاج ان انا افكر في الحاصل بتاع ازاي انا هانتجريت الاند بوينت مع الاكتيف دايركتوري اللي موجوده عندي، ازاي هميك شور ان الديفايسز دي النهارده اول لما ديفايس جديد يجي جوه الاورجنايزيشن ازاي هميك شور انه اتس اب اند راننج، لو في اي مشاكل في الديفايس ازاي ان انا هقدر بسرعه ابريدكت ان المشكله دي هتحصل، فبالتالي ما يبقاش في لليوزر اي داون تايم، ولو هيبقى في مشكله ازاي ان انا اقدر اصلحها بطريقه سريعه، وازاي ان انا هقدر ان انا ارميديت السيتويشن دي. طيب احنا لما بنيجي نتكلم على المايكروسوفت 365 بنتكلم كمان على ان احنا بنقلل الكومبلكسيتي بتاعه السولوشنز اللي موجوده عندنا. فاحنا بالتالي بنتكلم على ان احنا لما الكاستمرز بتبتدي تدور على سولوشن واحده بتوفر لها البنفيتس كلها اللي المايكروسوفت 365 بتقدمها، فانا بالتالي بيبقى عندي الاوبشن ان انا بريديوس الاوبريشن الكوست بتاعت الاوبريشنز، فانا بالتالي الافكتفنس بتاعتي كشركه بتعلى. مش بس كده، لا انا الموظفين بيبقوا ساتيسفايد اكتر، فبالتالي بيقدروا ان هم يقدموا اكتر للشركه، قادرين ان هم يفوكسوا على الشغل، مش ما عندوش مشكله انه النهارده انا اللابتوب بتاعي بايظ فانا مش بشتغل، النهارده مش عارف اكونكت فانا مش هشتغل and so on. بلس ان احنا السولوشن كلها انتجريتد، فانا بالتالي ببقى قادر ان انا اوصل اسرع للمشاكل واحلها بطريقه اسرع ومور افكتيف. طيب لما احنا بنتكلم على فكره المايكروسوفت 365 احنا بنتكلم على سولوشن بتوفر مبدئيا فلكسبيليتي لليوزرز كلها، بنقدر ان احنا نشتغل من اي مكان، بتوفر more collaboration more communication. انا النهارده بقدر ان انا اتكلم مع اي حد موجود whether جوه الشركه بارتنر بالنسبه لي كاستمر and so on، اقدر ان انا اكوميونيكيت معاه. بتزود السكيورتي، بتزود الانتجريشن ما بين السولوشن كلها، وبقدر ان انا احل المشاكل بتاعتي بطريقه اسرع. طيب هل في اي اسئله سو فار؟ انا بس مش عايزه اكمل بقيه البرزنتيشن واوريدي في حد عنده سؤال او حاجه. تمام. طيب لما احنا بنيجي نتكلم على فكره احنا عمالين نقول انه مايكروسوفت 365 it is a secure solution بتوفر لليوزرز كل حاجه اللي هم محتاجينها and so on. طيب تعالوا ناخد اكزامبل حقيقي اللي بيحصل. انا النهارده لما بيجي لي مثلا let's say او انا عندي لابتوب جوه الشركه وعايز مبدئيا اعرف ايه الستيت بتاعت اللابتوب ده، هل هو في اي مشاكل محتاج يتعمل له باتشنج، محتاج يحصل له ابديت، الحاجات دي كلها. هل دي حاجه هقدر اعرفها من خلال مايكروسوفت 365؟ هقدر اعرفها. فدي اول حاجه. طيب لو انا جاي لي ديفايس جديد، هل انا محتاجه انه اليوزر يبقى يجي هو والديفايس وان انا اعمل له بقى انستول الويندوز وانا اظبط له كل الحاجه عشان اديله الديفايس؟ لا مش هو ده اللي بيحصل. احنا من خلال الويندوز اوتو بايلوت بالكونسبت بتاع الزيرو تاتش للديفايس بقدر ان انا اخلي ان الديفايس ده يبقى جاهز وانس انه احنا خلاص وي ريسيفد الديفايس نقدر ان احنا نستخدمه. تالت حاجة فكرة السكيورتي. احنا النهاردة واحدة من الأساسيات كلنا اللي احنا المفروض ان احنا نكون بندور عليها هي فكرة السكيورتي. فاحنا من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 بيبقى عندي الاوبشن ان انا سكيور اكروس حاجات كتير قوي. لو انا هتكلم على الاوبشن بتاع الديفايس فانا اول حاجة هيبقى عندي بيلت ان جوه البندل بيت لوكر. بيت لوكر ده يقدر ان هو يساعدني as a disk encryption، فانا بالتالي الداتا بتاعتي secured whether ان هي at rest او لو انه الديفايس ده حصل له اي حاجه انا I'm making sure ان الداتا بتاعتي is still secured. تاني حاجه في انتي فيروس اوريدي بيلت ان جوه الاوبريتنج سيستم. ده معناه ايه؟ ده معناه ان انا النهارده مش محتاج ان انا انفست في انتي فيروس للاند بوينت، اوريدي موجوده. ولو احنا بنتكلم على البروفايدر بتاع الاوبريتنج سيستم فديفينتلي الانتي فيروس اللي هو بيقدمه بيلت ان جوه الاوبريتنج سيستم، مش حاجه ادد اون توب عليها، فبالتالي بيقدر يوصل لسكيورتي ليفلز اكتر بكتير من السولوشنز الثانيه ممكن تكون بتوصل لها. طيب لما بنيجي نتكلم على السكيورتي، احنا مايكروسوفت دلوقتي بتفولو حاجه اسمها الزيرو تراست كونسبت. الزيرو تراست كونسبت باختصار شديد هو فكره ان انا مش واثق في اي حد او اي ريسورس بتاكسس اي حاجه عندي. فانا بالتالي كل ما حد هيجي اكسس ريسورس انا عايزه اتاكد ان هو حقيقي الشخص اللي ليه الحق ان هو اكسس الريسورس دي. فانا بدل ما بستخدم فكره يوزر نيم وباسورد، وطبعا احنا اسهل حاجه بالنسبه لنا لما حد يقول لنا حط باسورد حط باسورد.1 او 1 2 3 4 5. فاحنا الموضوع ده ابتدينا نوفر كوميت شويه بفكره ان احنا بنعتمد اكتر على فكره الباسوردلس انفايرمنت. فانا النهارده ممكن اقدر من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 من خلال الويندوز هالو اقدر ان انا مش بس اعتمد على فكره يوزر نيم وباسورد، لا انا اقدر اعتمد على بن او حتى مثلا بصمه الايد، بصمه العين، which is حاجات مش هتبقى موجوده عند اي حد تاني غيري. فحتى لو يعني اليوزر بالغلط shared his password او اي حاجه، انا متاكده ان اللي هيفتح الديفايس ده هو الشخص اللي ليه الحق ان هو يفتح الديفايس ده. اخر حاجتين هي فكره ازاي ان انا بقدر امانج الديفايس ده. فانا النهارده من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 بقدر ان انا اعمل لو في اي ابديتس انا محتاجه اعملها للديفايس، لو في اي حاجه من خلال حتى السبورت حابب ان انا اعرف لو في اي باتشز هتبقى تحتاج ان هي تتعمل، لو في اي سكيورتي ابديتس محتاج ان هي تتعمل and so on، عشان ما بقاش مستني انه اليوزر ده هيحصل له مشكله فاستنى ان المشكله تحصل وبعدين احلها. لا احنا هنبقى on top of الحاجات دي كلها.
كل الفيتشرز دي already running to what extent does it affect the performance of my laptop?
لا هي الحاجات دي كلها سبيشالي لو احنا بنتكلم على الحاجات بتاعت الويندوز it doesn't affect البرفورمانس بتاعت اللابتوب. بالعكس انا لما بيحصل اي حاجه انا ببقى يعني كايتي انا شايف الحاجات، شايف المشكله من قبل ما تحصل، وحتى لو انا في حاجات هتبقى unpredictable، حاجات انا مش عارفها، هبقى قادر من خلال السولوشن ان انا ابقى شايف ايه الحاجات اللي حصلت. فالداون تايم اللي بيحصل لليوزر عندي هيبقى اقل بكتير قوي من ان انا لسه باخد اللابتوب وببتدي اكتشف هي فين المشكله الحاجات دي. بس احنا السولوشن نفسها لو انا بتكلم from an antivirus perspective، لو انا بتكلم على الاوبشن بتاع بيت لوكر، الحاجات دي كلها built in جوه الاوبريتنج سيستم.
يعني انا فاهم الانكريبشن والديكريبشن ده اتس تايم كونسيومينج، مش كده ولا ايه؟
لا هي فانكشناليتي ايذر ان حضرتك بتعمل لها اكتيفيت او بتعمل لها دي اكتيفيت، فهي مش بتكونسيوم حاجه من يعني اليوزر. انا النهارده كيوزر مش حاسه ان في اي حاجه بيتعمل لها انكريبشن، يعني مش بيأثر على البرفورمانس النهارده بتاعي كواحده جايه تشتغل او اي حاجه.
انكريبشن وبعدين ديكريبشن تاني.
لا احنا كده هي البيت لوكر بيعمل ديسك انكريبشن، فانا النهارده اليوزر مش بيبقى يعني هيز نوت افكتد باي حاجه بتحصل، يعني ما فيش اي امباكت عليه النهارده كيوزر وهو بيشتغل.
هصدقك طبعا. ماشي شكرا.
معلش استاذن حضرتك، احنا قلنا الانكريبشن والديكريبشن اللي بيحصل ده بيحصل اون هاردوير ولا بيحصل على السيرفر نفسه على الكلاود؟
لا هو احنا البيت لوكر اتس ديسك انكريبشن، واحنا السولوشن بتاعتنا كلها احنا بنتكلم على حاجات نيتفلي كلاود سولوشنز. بس اللي بيحصل ان احنا حتى لو احنا بنتكلم على الادفانسد فانكشناليتيز فاحنا ما فيش اي داتا بتطلع على الكلاود، احنا كل اللي بيطلع هتبقى تيليمتريز وحتى الادفانس سوليوشنز بتاعتنا هيبقى كل كاستمر ليه انستنس موجوده على الكلاود، التليمتريز بتاعته بتطلع عليها، هو الوحيد اللي ليه الاكسس عليها and so on.
Thank you.
طيب outside الجزء بتاع السكيورتي اللي هو يعني حاجه من الحاجات المهمه قوي ان احنا نتكلم عليها، هي الجزء الثاني لا يقل اهميه عنه، وهي فكره الفلكسبيليتي اللي احنا بنقدمها لليوزرز. فاحنا اوريدي النهارده لما باجي اتكلم على الفلكسبيليتي اللي انا بقدر اقدمها لليوزر، انا مبدئيا بقدر ان انا اخلي اليوزرز يشتغلوا من اي مكان، وستيل انا عندي الاوبشن بتاع ان انا بمانج الديفايسز بتاعت اليوزرز، ببقى عارف مين ليه اكسس لايه، الحاجات دي كلها. تاني حاجه هي فكره تيمز. تيمز هو الهب بتاع الكوميونيكيشن والكولابوريشن within مايكروسوفت، او بمعنى اخر الون تايم ستوب شوب. فانا النهارده باجي بصحى الصبح بفتح اللابتوب بساين ان على تيمز، بقدر ان انا ابعت انستنت مسجز لاي حد معايا، وقدر جوه الاورجنايزيشن لو حد حابه ان انا اتكلم مع بارتنر مثلا حد زي ريلاينس، بقدر ابعت لهم مسجز عادي، بقدر ان انا اعمل معاهم ميتنجز، وقدر ان احنا يعني اعمل مع حد واحد او اعمل مع مجموعه، بقدر ان انا اكرييت تيم، ومن خلال التيم ده بنشير دوكيمنت. نقدر ان احنا بدل ما انه احنا متعودين على فكره انه النهارده انا ببعت الدوكيمنت وبعدين حد بيرد عليا بفيرجن 2 فيرجن 3 and so on، لا احنا الموضوع ده هيبقى عندنا الاوبشن بتاع الفيرجنينج. فانا هي دوكيمنت واحده اللي شير، وانا قادر اشوف مين اخر حد عمل ابديت، الابديت اللي اتعمل على ايه، وديفينتلي ارجع لفيرجنز قديمه لو انا حابب. تاني حاجة هي فكرة ان انا قادر انه اعرف ايه المشاكل اللي ممكن ان الديفايس تبقى موجودة فيه، وبالتالي اقدر ان انا اخد اكشنز كريميديشن من غير ما ان انا اديسترب اليوزر، او ان انا يبقى فيه اي let's say productivity issues انه اليوزر مش عارف يشتغل عشان في مشكلة في الديفايس and so on. طيب حاجه اوريدي موجوده جوه المايكروسوفت 365 بس مش كل الكاستمرز بيستخدموها، او مش كل الكاستمرز واخدين الفول بنفيت بتاعتها، هي الباور بلاتفورم. اوريدي المايكروسوفت 365 بارت من البرودكتيفيتي، الحاجات اللي احنا نقدر ان احنا نعملها من خلال البندل، هي فكره ان انا اعمل اوتومايزيشن للبروسيسز بتاعتي. يعني انا النهارده let's say بيزك حاجه محتاجه اخد اجازه، واحنا ما فيش مثلا سيستم معين بنستخدمه عشان ان احنا يعني نريكوست الاجازه and so on. الحاجات دي اوريدي ممكن تتعمل بيلت ان جوه المايكروسوفت 365. انا هبعت لمديري بملى فورم معينه بتوصل لمديري اوتوماتيكلي، وانس ان هو يابروف هتروح للاتش ار يخصموه من اجازاتي and so on. فبالتالي انا مش محتاجه لا انه يبقى عندي حاجه let's say كبيره او فانسي، او حتى لو احنا مش بنتكلم على الحاجات اللي هي البيزك نيسيسيتيز، بس لو انا عايزه اعمل اي ورك فلو اقدر ان انا بيزد على الاوفيس 365 اقدر ان انا اعمله من غير ما ادفع اي اديشنال كوست. تاني حاجه هي فكره انه اقدر من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 ان انا ابيلد لو كود نو كود ابلكيشن. فانا النهارده لو انا محتاج مثلا، النهارده احنا شركه بتشتغل وفي مثلا سيلز بيبل بيبقوا موجودين اون جراوند وبيحتاجوا ان هم يبعتوا حاجات فورمز معينه على كل كاستمر بيشوفوه and so on. فانا مش محتاج ان انا اجيب ديفلوبر وحد فاهم قوي عشان يعمل لي ابلكيشن صعبه او الحاجات دي كلها، لا الحاجات دي اوريدي بيلت ان جوه المايكروسوفت 365. اقدر ان انا ابيلد لو كود نو كود ابلكيشنز واقدر ان انا استخدمها. حاجه اخيره برضو موجوده جوه المايكروسوفت 365 هي فكره الباور بي اي. طبعا النهارده كلنا بنشتغل بديتا كتير قوي، اكسلز كتير قوي مفتوحه لدرجه انه اللابتوب من كتر ما ان احنا فاتحين اكسلز لا هو قادر يفانكشن ولا احنا قادرين ان احنا نفهم الديتا اللي موجوده. فالمشكله دي الباور بي اي بيحلها. الباور بي اي بياخد ديتا كتير قوي، وقدر ان احنا بنتكلم من سيرفيسز اون بريم، من سيرفيسز على الكلاود، الحاجات دي كلها، وبنعمل الكونكشن ما بين الداتا، واكوردنجلي الباور بي اي بيقدر ان هو يطلع لي ريبورت فيجوالي سهل قوي ان انا افهمه، اقدر ان انا ابريزنت لو انا هتكلم مع حد من المانجمنت، لو انا هبريزنت مثلا المبيعات بتاعت الشركه السنه دي احنا وصلنا لايه، الحاجات دي كلها بطريقه سهله. وفي نفس الوقت بقدر ان انا اعمل سلايسرز، يعني النهارده احنا شركه موجوده في كذا مكان، عايز اشوف المبيعات بتاعت اكس اللي موجود في التيم الفلاني في الشهر الفلاني، مش محتاجه اعمل بقى حاجه جديده من الاول، هو لا، من السلايسرز اللي موجوده عندي هقدر ان انا اوصل للديتيلز دي. طيب واحده من الحاجات اللي احنا برضو جوه المايكروسوفت 365 بنقدر ان احنا نستفيد بيها هي فكره ان احنا لو احنا عندنا ناس تالنتد، عندنا موظفين اوريدي احنا عاملين لهم ريكروتمنت، مش عايزين ان احنا نخسرهم، عايزين ان احنا اليوزرز بتوعنا يبقوا شغالين بطريقه مستريحه، انه النهارده انا موظفه جوه الشركه فاهمه الشركه دي عايزه توصل كمان سنه كمان سنتين لايه، بشار معاها فكره الكي ريزولتس، الفيجن، الميشن، فاهمه انا دوري النهارده في الشركه هيساعد الشركه توصل لاهدافها ازاي. فده هيبقى اوريدي من خلال فكره ان انا عندي الاوبشن ان انا ازود حاجه اسمها الفيفا جولز. الفيفا جولز دي عباره عن الريزلتس اللي احنا الشركه بتحاول ان هي توصل لها، او الكي بي ايز اللي احنا بنحاول ان احنا نوصل لها، وباي تيم بقدر اقسمها واقدر ان انا ابقى عارف انا النهارده وصلت لكام من اللي انا محتاج ان انا اوصل له، عشان باي ذا اند اوف ذا داي ابقى عارف ايه الحاجات، او يعني انا ازاي اي كونتريبيوتد لان الشركه توصل للاهداف بتاعتها. تاني حاجه، النهارده انا كيوزر جوه الشركه عندي بعمل حاجات كتير قوي، فانا اوريدي عندي الاوبشن من خلال فيفا انسايتس ان انا بعرف النهارده انا بقضي وقتي ازاي. ليتس سي 50% من الوقت بقضيه ان انا عندي ميتنجز، في شويه وقت تانيين مقضياهم ان انا بشتغل او برد على ايميلز اند سو اون، واقدر ان انا اورجنايز الدي بتاعي. فانا بقى عندي مثلا ساعه الصبح او ساعه اخر اليوم دي انا بستخدمهم كفوكس تايم، حابه ان انا اذاكر سبجكت معين، حابه ان انا مثلا في حد سالني سؤال انا مش عارفاه محتاجه ادور عليه and so on. وطبعا بالاضافه لفكره ان احنا يعني جوه المايكروسوفت 365 الحاجه يعني منظمه اكتر، فانا النهارده let's say on average كل يوزر هيجي له 50 ايميل باي داي. طبعا ال 50 دول كلهم مش محتاج ان هو يرد عليهم، فاحنا عندنا الاوبشن برضو ان احنا نعمل منشن بالات لحد، فانا النهارده لما يجي لي ايميل وانا شايفه بيبقى باين من بره على الايميل ان انا I was mentioned في الايميل ده، فانا بالتالي عارفه ان انا في اكشن ريكوايرد مني ان انا هعمله على الايميل ده، فانا بالتالي هركز في الايميل ده، وممكن مثلا ايميلز ثانيه هبقى بقراها سريعا and so on. طيب لما احنا بنتكلم على فكره ان احنا يعني عايزين نميك شور ان التالنتس اللي موجوده عندنا يبقوا fully absorbing للفانكشناليتيز اللي الشركه بتنفست فيها، الحاجات دي كلها بنتكلم كجزء اكبر كمان على الجزء بتاع الكولابوريشن. فاحنا اوريدي زي ما احنا كنا قلنا من شويه، احنا من خلال المايكروسوفت 365 عندي الاوبشن بتاع الكو اوثرنج، فانا النهارده دوكيمنت واحد بشاره مع التيم او مع الناس اللي هم محتاجين يشتغلوا على الدوكيمنت ده، واكوردنجلي نقدر ان احنا كلنا نعمل الابديتس، واقدر طبعا ان انا اشوف بريفيوس فيرجنز الحاجات دي كلها. تاني اوبشن هيبقى عندي اوبشن الشير بوينت اونلاين. الشير بوينت اونلاين النهارده نقدر ان احنا نستخدمه از ان انترانت بالنسبه للشركه لايبراري، فانا بالتالي النهارده اي موظف جديد انا مش محتاج ان هو يجي يقعد مع حد من الاتش ار يعرفه الدوكيومنتس وبعدين يقعد مع حد من زمايله يعرفوا ايه الحاجات اللي بتتعمل and so on. لا، الحاجات دي ممكن احنا نعملها بطريقه اسهل، بطريقه فيرتشوال، فبالتالي يبقى البروسيس بتاع الاونبوردنج بالنسبه للموظف الجديد اسهل، وبالنسبه للموظفين اللي شغالين اوريدي مش هياخد منهم اي اديشنال تايم. فانا بالتالي هقدر ان انا let's say يبقى عندي library فيها الدوكيومنتس كلها اللي اي حد جديد بيبقى محتاجها، يبقى عارف ديتيلز عن الشركه، يبقى عارف ديتيلز عن شغله and so on. واخر حاجه طبعا هي فكره ان احنا نقدر ان احنا من خلال تيمز بشويه ادفانسد فانكشناليتيز نقدر ان احنا نزود كابابيلتيز. فانا النهارده مش هستخدم تيمز از بس ان انا اقدر ان انا اعمل منه ميتنجز اند سو اون، لا انا ممكن استخدمه كمان كاوبشن ان انا اعمل منه مكالمات على التليفون. فانا كمان بانتجريت فكره الاوبشن بتاع الكولينج او الفون سيستم. فانا النهارده تيمز بيتحول لانه السولوشن الوحيده اللي انا بقدر من خلالها ان انا ابعت دوكيومنتس، اعمل ميتنجز، اشير انفورميشن، الحاجات دي كلها. اخر حاجه عشان انا مش حابه ان انا اخد كتير قوي من وقتكم، هي فكره ايه الحاجات اللي احنا بنسمعها من الكاستمرز، ايه الحاجات اللي هم شايفين ان المايكروسوفت 365 ساعدتهم فيها. هي فكره انه المايكروسوفت 365 بتعتبر كأن هي الامبريلا اللي احنا بنقدر من خلالها ان احنا نوصل لفكره انه انا بخلي الموظفين بيقدروا ان هم يشتغلوا من اي مكان، فهم عندهم الاوبشن بتاع الفلكسبيليتي، يقدروا انهم يعملوا كوميونيكيشن، يقدروا انهم يكولابوريتوا whether internally او externally. وفي نفس الوقت انا كشركه I'm making sure ان الداتا بتاعتي secure، لانه زي ما كان كل البريزنترز اللي قبلي قالوا النهارده الداتا بتصنف كأن هي العمله الصعبه اللي الشركات كلها يعني بتشتغل فيها، لان الداتا بتاعتي هي اساس الشركه. لو الداتا طلعت بره او حصل لها اي ليكج او اي حاجه ده بيأثر على الاورجنايزيشن بتاعتي. وكده دي نهايه البرزنتيشن. كنت حابه اعرف لو في عندكم اي اسئله، لو في اي حاجه. اتفضل.
Yes.
Project management as in
Like Microsoft project.
هي اوريدي المايكروسوفت بروجكت دي موجوده، بس موجوده as separate license. وفي اوريدي لو احنا بندور بقى على حاجات كبيزك بروجكت بلاننج هنلاقي حاجات موجوده اوريدي جوه المايكروسوفت 365 بس مش كبروجكت بلاننج، يعني هي بس ان انا بقى assign tasks and so on. بس لو احنا بندور على حاجه كبروجكت مانجمنت فاحنا اوريدي في عندنا البروجكت وبرده في 3 بندلز اونلاين نقدر ان حضرتك تقدر تميكس بقى ما بين البندلز and so on.
يعني عشان يكون في انتجريشن ما بين كل التولز اللي موجوده في 365 دي كلها هنعمل دوبليكيشن عشان الايفورت هيبقى ازيد ان انا احط الكلام ده في مايكروسوفت بروجكت بعد كده. فالكلام ده كله لو مربوط هقدر ان انا ابقى شايف الفول سكوب، وخصوصا مع الباور بي اي والبزنس انتليجنت ده هيسهل لي حاجات كتير ويبقى الداشبورد قدامي واضح. فده اهم حاجه، يعني كل اللي احنا بنعمله ده علشان في الاخر في بروجكت بنحققه.
صح.
فلما نربط ال 365 بالمايكروسوفت بروجكت هتبقى فيه فول سكوب واضحه قدامنا، شايفين البروجكت ماشي ازاي.
مظبوط. هي اوريدي دي حاجه موجوده، لا هي سيبريت لايسنس، بس هي الفكره انه احنا النهارده بنتكلم على كيوزر. هو اليوزر ده هو يوزر مايكروسوفت 365 وهو نفس اليوزر اللي احنا بنديله البروجكت لايسنس. فلو احنا بنتكلم على انتجريشن ما بين الثلاثه سولوشنز دول هي موجوده ما فيش مشكله. هو احنا لو احنا بنتكلم على الفيشنج ايميلز طبعا دي واحده من الريسكس اللي موجوده اكروس يعني الايميل هو المين سورس اللي احنا بنكوميونيكيت بيه. النهارده اي بندل مايكروسوفت 365 اوريدي جواها انتي فيروس، فلو احنا بنتكلم على انتي فايرال سولوشن تقدر ان هي تديتكت لو ليتس سي في اي سيجنتشر بيست كايند اوف اتاك دي اوريدي موجوده. نقدر نبلوك دومينز معينه، نقدر نبلوك URLs معينه، الحاجات دي كلها. الحاجه اللي حضرتك تقدر ان انت تزودها هي فكره ان انا يبقى عندي ان ادفانس سولوشن بيزيكلي بتارجت فكره انه النهارده في سبوفنج ايميل جاي في ليتس سي malicious attachment malicious URL الحاجات دي كلها. فالسولوشن دي موجوده في بندلز زي مثلا الاي 5 المايكروسوفت 365 اي 5 او البيزنس بريميوم، وحضرتك تقدر تزودها على بقيه البندلز از ستاند الون.
هل في سكيورتي سنتر حاجه زي كده موجوده في مايكروسوفت؟
هو احنا اوريدي جوه المايكروسوفت 365 بندل في عندنا السكيورتي سنتر، فهي سنترلايزد سكيورتي بورتال، حضرتك بتقدر تشوف من خلاله السكيورتي بتاعت الايدنتيتي، السكيورتي بتاعت الاند بوينتس بتاعت الايميل اند سو اون، وتقدر تشوف الربط ما بين الحاجات كلها، وتقدر ديفنتلي ان انت تمانج الحاجات كلها من سنترلايزد بورتال. ومع كمان الادفانس سولوشنز بيبقى عندك الاوبشن ان انت يبقى في عندك كمان الاوبشن بتاع زي اللايبرري بتشوف من خلالها لو في اي ادفانس اتاكس ازاي اقدر احمي الشركه من الاتاكس دي اند سو اون.
يعني ده برودكت لوحده ولا موجود في
موجود جوه البندلز بس الادفانس بندلز، يعني موجود جوه المايكروسوفت 365 اي 5 اوريدي بيلت ان جواها الاوبشن بتاع السكيورتي مانجمنت.
اوكي انا شفتها في الاكستشينج لكن انا ما شفتهاش ابلكيشن.
لا يعني هو بقاله ريسنتلي لانشد بقاله كذا شهر، بس هي الفكره ان هي المانجمنت نفسها كسنترلايز بورتال لا موجود.
طب في ترايل او حاجه ممكن اقدر اخدها اشوف فيها؟
ممكن انا باخد من حضرتك الديتيلز ونشوف الاوبشن بتاع الترايل الحاجات دي كلها.
اوكي شكرا.
سيرفر ايه؟ كمثلا فايل شير حضرتك حابب تمايجريته على الشير بوينت؟
يعني انا اوريدي عندي سيرفر في المكتب، فانا لو حابب ان انا الغي السيرفر ده واستعمل مايكروسوفت كسيرفر ليا ان انا اي حد كان اكسس اني فايل من اي حته، هل في كوست على الموضوع ده؟ مثلا لو انا عايز 2 تيرا عندي داتا هيستوري بروجكتس قديمه وكده.
او احنا طبعا حضرتك تقدر ان انت تمايجريت لو في مثلا داتا موجوده النهارده على فايل شير تقدر حضرتك تمايجريت على الشير بوينت اونلاين. يوجولي احنا بنريلاي على البارتنرز بتوعنا هم اللي بيقدروا يساعدوا حضرتك when it comes to المايجريشن بالكوست بالحاجات دي كلها.
بس يعني هيبقى في كوست طبعا.
Yes, so there's another question. Yes, please.
ميرسي على البرزنتيشن بتاعتك انفورماتيف جدا. سؤالي بخصوص الباك اب سوليوشن او ازاي اقدر ان انا اضمن ان في ريكفري للداتا بتاعتي لو حصل لها اي مشكله.
اوكي احنا المايكروسوفت 365 اوريدي لو احنا بنتكلم على السوليوشن فهي موجوده على الكلاود. اللي حضرتك تقدري ان انت تعمليه ان انت تحطي ريتنشن بوليسيز عشان النهارده مثلا لو حصل اي حاجه حد عمل ديليت لفايل باي ميستيك الحاجات دي نقدر ان احنا نريتريف الداتا، او لو مثلا في موظف ماشي من الشركه فانا عايزه ميك شور انه الديتيلز والايميلز بالداتا كلها موجوده فنقدر ان احنا نحط ريتنشن بوليسيز نقدر ان احنا نستخدمها للموضوع ده.
اوكي يعني في اون بريم ان انا ممكن اخد ريكفري اون بريم يعني ان هي
لا الريتنشن بوليسيز دي بتبقى بوليسيز محطوطه على الكلاود يعني هتبقى ستيل موجوده مع البندل بتاعت المايكروسوفت 365.
Yes.
طيب هو سؤال لحضرتك بخصوص الاوفيس 365 تحديدا. اللي انا فاهمه انه مايكروسوفت بدات ان هي بقى لها فتره ما تشتغلش البرودكت بتاعتها سيبريت، يعني مش بتبيع الاو اس لوحده والاوفيس لوحده، بدا الباكجز تنزل على انها بمسميات جديده اي 3 واي 5 وما الى ذلك. ده كنوع من انواع الماركتنج، انتوا بتجبروا العميل انه يشتري الاي 5 حتى لو البيزنس نيدز بتاعته مش محتاج فيها بعض البرودكت، هو مضطر ياخد الباكج ويرمي منها مثلا 2 برودكت هو مش عايزهم ويستخدم الثلاثه. دي نقطه مهمه، مع العلم ان البرودكتس اللي هي المهمه اللي هي الكور لاي مؤسسه مخلينها سيبريتد، يعني هياخد الباكج وكمان هياخد البرودكت سيبريتد. لو انا جبت اكستشينج هيقول لي لا ده لوحده يبقى دبل كوست، لو انا رحت جبت مثلا حاجه زي الايجور هيقول لي لا ده لوحده، يبقى انا كده عملت دبل كوست للكوربريت بتاعتي، وفي نفس الوقت انا عندي 2 او 3 برودكتس انا مش بستخدمهم تماما. ده اللي انا فاهمه من المايكروسوفت اوفيس 365. لكن تحديدا الاي 5 هل ان انا اقدر اعمل دي سيلكت على بعض الايتمز اللي انا مش محتاجها لو انا البيزنس نيدز بتاعتي ما تستاهلش ان انا يعني انفست فيها، ولا ده نوت الاود في مايكروسوفت؟
تمام. طيب خليني ارد على السؤال بتاع حضرتك في كذا جزء. اول حاجه، احنا السولوشنز كلها حضرتك تقدر ان انت تشتريها از ستاند الون. يعني النهارده في بندلز اكسشينج اونلاين لوحدها، في شير بوينت لوحده، في الاوفيس ابلكيشنز لوحده، الاند بوينت سكيورتي لوحدها. ومش بس كده، مش شرط انه حضرتك النهارده الريكويرمنت بتاعتك تكون بتفت لفكره المايكروسوفت 365 اي 5. بالعكس خالص، احنا في كاستمرز بيبقى جاي انه انا النهارده انا عايزه اشتري الاي 5، فاحنا بنبتدي نتكلم طب حضرتك بتدور على ايه؟ طب هل الريكويرمنتس بتاعتك بتفت انه يبقى عندك الفانكشناليتيز دي كلها، ولا حضرتك الريكويرمنتس بتاعتك لا حاجه مختلفه؟ فهي بتبقى عمليه انه الكاستمر او حضرتك ككاستمر محتاج ايه، فاحنا بنشوف ايه اقرب حاجه بالنسبه لحضرتك. وفي نفس الوقت ساعات بتحصل انه النهارده زي اي حاجه موجوده، حضرتك لما بتشتري البندل ساعات كتير بتبقى ارخص من ان انا اشتري كل ايتم لوحده. يعني انا النهارده لو بدور على اوفيس ابلكيشنز وبدور على ايميل وشير بوينت، بدل ما اروح اشتري كل واحده فيهم لوحدها، لا انا هشتري الاوبشن بتاع الاوفيس اي 3، هيبقى جواها الفانكشناليتيز دي اللي انا محتاجها بلس فانكشناليتيز ثانيه ممكن النهارده انا مش محتاجها، بس هي موجوده عندي ان كيس ان انا حبيت استخدمها هقدر ان انا استخدمها، لان انا ايفنتشولي هبقى بدفع نفس الكوست.
طيب اخر حاجه علشان يعني ما اطولش على حضرتك، بخصوص الرينيوال اللي انا بعمله بير يوزرز، انا شايف انه في بعض البرودكتس اللي انا كنت فاهمه ان هي بير ماشين مش بير يوزر. يعني انا حاجه زي الان بوينت هل ده برضه بير يوزر؟ يعني لما يوزر A يقعد على البي سي ده مثلا ليه كوست اللي هو 91 بير مانث، وزميله التاني اللي هو خد شيفت تاني نفس الكلام، ولا البرودكت ده بير ماشين ومش فارقه معاه مين اليوزرز اللي بيستخدمه؟
طيب هو احنا اللايسنسنج عندنا مختلف شويه، احنا اللايسنس بير يوزر بير مانث. فانا النهارده انا موظفه جوه الشركه باخد اللايسنس، واللايسنس دي بتمشي معايا. فانا النهارده بشتغل من على اقدر مبدئيا ان انا كيوزر يبقى عندي اكسس للاوفيس ابلكيشنز لغايه 5 ديفايسز. فانا بتكلم على اللابتوب بتاعي، الموبايل بتاعي، التابلت لو انا هستخدمه and so on. نفس الفكره للاند بوينت بروتكشن، بقدر ان انا انستول البروتكشن على 5 ديفايسز، بس ده بشرط انه هيبقى نفس اليوزر. فاحنا اللايسنس بتاعتنا لو احنا بنتكلم جنرالي هي اللايسنس بير يوزر، لكن في بعض الحالات بيبقى في حاجات معينه او سيرفيسز معينه نقدر ان احنا نديها بير ديفايس مش بير يوزر، بس از يعني قاعده عامه اللايسنس بير يوزر.
Okay, thank you.
So I hope Ms. Dala, she answered all your questions. If there is any other question, please. Yes, you have. Yeah, please.
ولا ميرسي على البرزنتيشن. كنت عايزه اسال هل في اي سوليوشن داخل البندل مايكروسوفت 365 لاداره المشتريات؟ يعني انا فيسنج شويه مشاكل، عايزه اربط من ساعه ما بيجي لي ريكوزيشن لحد ما بيتم تنفيذه بالفعل، تمام، واقدر ان انا تتراك كل البروسيس بتاعته. اقدر استفيد من المايكروسوفت حاجه زي كده؟
مايكروسوفت سولوشنز في عندنا سولوشن بتاعت الداينامكس بتقدر ان هي توفر فكره السيلز، مش بس حتى فكره سيلز، لا هي بتعمل كمان الاوبشن بتاع لو حضرتك حابه فاينانس، في موديولز مختلفه كتيره قوي، فدي نقدر ان احنا نعملها بس مش من خلال المايكروسوفت 365
سيبريت. مظبوط.
انا علشان اكون امين معاك بصراحه، مفهوم السكيورتي دائما يعني ما يكون في اكس كومباني الشرايط اللي بيحل اللي بيتكتب عليه الدايركتوري ده، لا مش الدايركتوري اللي بيرزولف الاي بي ادرس عن اليو ار ال الدومين الدي ان اس. ايوه الدي ان اس. ايوه
تمام.
ده كان فتره ما فيش حاجه، وفجاه ظهر الدي ان اس وبقت مشكله الدي ان اس، وبقى في حاجات برودكتس كتيره قوي زي موضوع الفيسبوك كده. طب دي شركه مخصوصه للسكيورتي، انتم هنا البرودكت بتاع السكيورتي بتاعكم ريلايبل زي ريلاينس كده، ريلايبل ان احنا يعني يعتمد عليه؟
طيب خليني اقول لحضرتك على حاجه. هو خلينا متفقين انه ليتس سي من 15 سنه مايكروسوفت كانت الشركه اللي بتعمل الاكسشينج، اللي كانت بتعمل الويندوز، اللي كانت بتدي للكاستمرز الاوفيس ابلكيشنز، وكنا شغالين مع الكاستمر في الكونسيبت بتاع الديجيتال ترانسفورميشن. النهارده مايكروسوفت لسه ستيل طبعا بنمنتين الاوبشن بتاع ان احنا عايزين نديجيتالي ترانسفورم الكاستمرز بتاعتنا، ميك شور ان الحياه اسهل وكل حاجه. بس زي ما حضرتك بتقول المشاكل والمخاطر بتاعت السكيورتي بقت كتيره قوي، والنهارده مايكروسوفت وحضرتك حتى لو بصيت على الثيرد بارتي ريبورتس مثلا زي كارتنر زي فورستر الحاجات دي كلها، هتلاقي انه مايكروسوفت one of the leaders في السيجمنتس كلها. لو احنا بنتكلم مثلا على الاند بوينت بروتكشن، على الكاسبي سولوشن، على الحاجات دي كلها، لان اول حاجه مايكروسوفت كل سنه بتinvest billions of dollars عشان نحسن السكيورتي بتاعتنا ونميك شور ان احنا الحاجه اللي احنا بنقدمها للكاستمرز بتاعتنا هي احسن حاجه موجوده. تاني حاجه ان احنا بنعتمد على فكره السيجنالز. النهارده احنا الكاستمرز بتاعتنا بيشتروا الاكس بوكس، بياخدوا ايميلز، بياخدوا وان درايف، بياخدوا حاجات كتير قوي، فاحنا كل ده بيبعت سيجنالز من خلالها نقدر نشوف الحاجات لو في اي حاجه اب نورمال، فنقدر ان احنا نسكيور بقيه الكاستمرز بتاعتنا منها كسيجنتشر بيز. اخر حاجه هي فكره انه السولوشن بتاعت مايكروسوفت هي مش معتمده على فكره سيجنتشر او احنا لقينا ده فاحنا اكوردنجلي اخدنا البروتكشن دي. بالظبط كده، behavior و AI، فاحنا we took an extra step عشان ان احنا مش بس specialized في حته معينه، لا حضرتك بتاخد البست اوف بريد سكيورتي سولوشن، احسن حاجه موجوده، وفي نفس الوقت كلها انتجريتد. فهي دي عشان نكوب مع الحاجات اللي بقت ريسنتلي موجوده، وميك شور انه انا مش بقول لحضرتك تعالى النهارده هنطلع على الاكسشينج اونلاين وانا ما عنديش اي security measurements ان انا اخدها، او ان انا اقدر ان انا اميك شور ان الحاجه دي تطلع على الكلاود وان انا مش قادره protected. ميرسي. حته الايه سوري؟ هو الباك اب ممكن يتعمل من خلال لو احنا بندور از باك اب فهو في ثيرد بارتي سولوشنز حضرتك تقدر تستخدمها كباك اب اللي موجود اوريدي جوه المايكروسوفت 365. هيبقى الاوبشن بتاع ريتنشن بوليسيز، تقدر بقى ان انت تحطها لفتره معينه من الوقت، تقدر ان انت تحطها على طول اند سو اون.
طيب انا بقى لو بتكلم ان السوليوشن انتجريتد فيه السكيورتي وهاخد الباك اب من ثيرد بارتي، انا كده شايف ان انا ببريك حته السكيورتي، لان انا لازم كده بسكيور تو ديفرنت كلاود او تو ديفرنت سوليوشن اوفيس 365 كل الابلكيشنز اللي جواه والباك اب. يعني الحته بتاعت الباك اب لو مش سكيور انف ممكن تبقى بالنسبه لي مجنون، حد يشوف داتا مش المفروض يشوفها.
هو احنا لو احنا بنتكلم على باك اب، فاحنا مثلا واحده من السولوشنز اللي احنا نقدر نعمل عليها الباك اب هي فيم فور اكزامبل. وفيم بتبقى الداتا محطوطه على ايجر، فاحنا بنتكلم اجين هي نفس الليفل بتاع
هو ده اللي
السكيورتي.
مجنني ان فيم وكونفولت الاثنين بيوفروا ان يبقى على الكلاود بتاعهم او على الاجر، ففي الاخر هو بيديني سيرفيسز. انا مستغرب ليه مايكروسوفت مش ضايفه الفيشر الصغيره دي. يعني هي انا بقول لك هي الحاجه الوحيده الناقصه في السوليوشن كامل، هي سوليوشن جميل جدا وانا بستعمله فعليا، بس هي دي الحته الويك بوينت اللي موجوده فيه فعليا.
هي السوليوشن باي ديفولت سنس ان هي اوريدي موجوده على المايكروسوفت، يعني على الكلاود بتاع مايكروسوفت، فاحنا اوريدي عندنا الاس ال اي بتاع الريسبونس ان ما فيش اي داتا هيحصل فيها اي تاخير، الداتا موجوده على كذا داتا سنتر عشان نميك شور انه الحاجه accessible and so on.
Okay, thank you so much, Dalia, for such a wonderful presentation. I hope Dalia answered all your questions. Next, we will call upon Ms. Nermeen, who is the Channel Sales Manager, and she'll be speaking on Azure. So please welcome Ms. Nermeen.
مساء الخير. أنا عارفة هيبقى لنا شوية قاعدين، فأنا مش هطول البرزنتيشن بتاعتي، يعني هي almost 30 minutes، هما 6 slides بس هنتكلم فيهم كتير مع بعض. First of all, I would like to thank Reliance team for preparing this frankly amazing events and help us to reconnect again physically with our customers after the pandemic and Corona time. And also, I would like to thank you all for being here today and connect again with us and still have a good agenda to present together. So, خليني أول كده أسألكم سؤال. Who knows Azure?
Interesting. Everyone knows.
Who's using Azure? Really good. Thank you.
How many of you are using Azure? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so who can say something about Azure? Give me a short.
Please.
Yes.
Your experience.
Yes, about Azure. Who? Please raise your hand.
Who would like to share?
Anyone? Sorry? From development.
There is a lot of developers using the, Microsoft Azure to develop a lot of applications using a lot of technologies, even Microsoft technologies and other technologies. Our techniques, we are implementing a lot of projects using IBM technologies, but we are hosting our application on Azure. So some of our applications we are using machine learning on Microsoft or Azure. Yes, and big data. Yeah. So a lot of things we are developing. Sorry.
We wouldn't use it if it is.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Interesting. Thank you so much. So there is something that I will give to you, a small gift. Numi, you can carry on.
Yeah. So أعتقد يعني ممكن يكون كلنا شوية مرينا بالفترات اللي فاتت إن كان وقت الكورونا. أعتقد كتير من الشركات بدأت تغير المايند سيتس، البيزنس استراتيجي، الفيجن، الميشنز، صح؟ شوية تحاول إن هي تأدبت with the new environment الجديدة اللي بقينا كلنا virtual فيها. يعني أعتقد أنا قعدت 3 سنين virtual person in my own bubble، يعني في البيت كده مع نفسي بكوميونيكيت مع العالم كله من خلال تيمز، فكان بالنسبة لي فترة مش سهلة تماما بالنسبة لي. بس من الناحية التانية كتير من الشركات بدأت تغير مايند سيتس. Okay, we need to adapt, we need to work, we need to يعني we need to do everything. How we can do everything, how we can do more with less cost, with less investment, with less resources. لأن كان لحد كبير في اوفيسز كتيره قافله، في شركات كتيره قافله، في بعض الانتيتيز واورجنايزيشنز ما كانتش قادره ان هي تبقى to proceed with the full capacity. معايا في الحته دي صح؟ فبدات كتير من الشركات تحاول تغير المايند سيتس، بدات تنهانس في البيبل كابابيلتيز، تنهانس في المايند سيتس، تنهانس في اورجنايزيشنز، في الداتابيز نفسها والداتا سنتر اللي عندها، تحاول تمودرنايز، تحاول تشوف the best digital secured way to start engage more and do more in the market with less investment. ان احنا نتكلم على do more with less for Azure بحر كبير جدا. A lot of solutions. It's a customized solutions from my perspective. يعني Azure can do everything for you. أنا مش هتكلم النهارده عن Azure portfolio لأن هو كتير وكبير وده عايز يوم كامل for Azure day. لكن خلينا نتكلم على concepts. How can I do more with less on Azure؟ إيه اللي Azure هيدهوني مختلف؟ إيه اللي Azure هيساعدني فيه عشان أقدر إن أنا do more in my business with less cost and investment. أعتقد إحنا يعني الفترة اللي فاتت دي من 6 شهور فاتوا يعني إحنا لقينا الدولار في inflation spike بطريقة almost 100% يعني over 100% في 6 months. ده عمل panic. I think إن هو عمل panic للماركت للorganizations للinvestment even الIT budget. بقينا لحد كبير بنحاول نشوف هو اللي كان معايا بادجت كبيره دلوقتي بقت الكونفرت بتاعها قليل هعمل بيه ايه ولا ايه ولا ايه ولا ايه صح؟ حد واجه القصه دي قبل كده؟ حد في الاورجنايزيشن بتاعته؟ كلنا I think كلنا even احنا عندنا even في مايكروسوفت عندنا نفس القصه. ف it's not an easy time but we need also to adapt. We need also to do more with less. كان برضو في مشكلة تانية one of the challenges موجودة مش عارفين يعني الاستيراد. عندنا مشكلة في الاستيراد صح؟ يعني في يعني multiple elements بقى في القصة دي كتيرة بس عندنا مشكلة في الاستيراد عندنا مشكلة في الشيبينج عندنا مشكلة في delivering للهاردوير. it takes time والcost I have to maintain it from SLA perspectives وابتدي ان انا invest فيها more. برضو من ضمن الchallenges اللي موجودة شوية we are facing in Egypt now الشورتج في التالنتس في people talents. مش كل التالنتس الموجودة دلوقتي تقدر ان هي to adapt with the technology and with digital transformation. وبقى برضو في increase في labor costs صح؟ معايا؟ align صح؟ فمايكروسوفت بدأت إن هي تريز فلاج بدأت إن هي تتكلم على new concepts called do more with less. ده اللي كلمتنا على do more with less for modern workplace in Office 65 modern في ال M365. How can I do more with less? How can I consume and use every feature موجودة في ال Office 65 أو في المودرن في ال M65 the same I will gonna show. هنتكلم مع بعض how can I do more with less on Azure. It's time for the opportunity by the way. أنا عارفة إن في challenges كتيرة but it's time for opportunity to think about the cloud adoption in your data center and environments. It's time. أول حاجة مايكروسوفت قالتها إنه to do more with less you have to migrate and save. When you migrate, you will save. When you do optimization and optimize the cloud costs, you will save. طول ما أنت عارف to control الcloud services بتاعتك والusage بتاعك, you will gonna save also in your cost. وبالتالي تعرف to reinvest. ما هو التكنولوجيا ما بتقفش في مكان معين. طول الوقت عايزين to invest. وما عندناش البادجت to invest, so we need to save to reinvest. في المigration زي ما احنا عارفين it's time to start to migrate and use the on-premise hardware and start to migrate it to Azure and work as a hybrid. It's very important now in our يعني أنا صعب أقول لcountries كتيرة go 99 or 100% on cloud only. دايما بتكلم عن حتة الهايبريدز. في بعض الأماكن عندها مشاكل في connectivities يعني مش كل الناس تقدر إن هي تشتغل مش كل countries capable to be 100% on cloud. I already have investments in my current existing hardware, so I can start to think about how can I use this hardware in a proper way and start ابتدي اطلع شويه applications and do some VMs environments in the cloud, in Azure cloud. So we're gonna save costs. Also achieve يعني احنا برضه عندنا license already موجودة، معظم الناس عندها Windows Server و SQL Server license in their environments. How can I save this? How can I use this license وبعد كده اطلع على الكلاود؟ ما انا كده هخسر الموجود. لا، في بروجرام موجود مايكروسوفت عاملاه اسمه Azure Hybrid Benefits. Okay, help you to save up to 85%. Okay, when you start to migrate and perform in Azure. So Microsoft helping you to start to migrate and work on Azure and start to see the real value from the cloud services. Also Microsoft, you are not alone. يعني Microsoft معاك في كل خطوة في حتة المigration، لأنه we know that we may face some shortage in a technical perspective regarding to the migration. So Microsoft عمل بروجرام اسمه Azure Migration and Modernization Program. Programs دي موجود فيها البارتنرز زي Reliance هيقدروا يساعدوكم to be migrated on the cloud and get the best technical resources from the partner and from Microsoft team. In optimization أنا أول خطوة عملتها إن أنا عملت migration. طب I need to monitor, I need to control. احنا 6 شهور اللي فاتت عملنا كده كامبين لكل الاكزيستنج Azure customers. الكامبين كان اسمه optimization campaign to see how they consuming their billing, how they consuming the workloads, the services. لقينا انه الحقيقه في ناس كتيره المكن شغال والVMs شغاله and they are just consuming a minimal يعني services. بدأنا نشتغل معاهم على plan. بدأنا ان احنا starting to reduce and add, reduce and reinvest. بدأنا نقلل او نحاول بقدر الامكان optimize الworkloads, existing workloads اللي شغالين عليها، وبدأنا نعمل reinvest in other services. نطلع الداتابيز، نعمل more layer of securities، enhance capabilities بتاعتهم من خلال AI services. بدأنا نadd some services ساعدتهم كتير to perform more and enhance their environments. And also في مايكروسوفت عندها برضو يعني في a lot of tools يعني frankly في optimization we have a lot of tools. في tools اسمها مايكروسوفت cost management. It save up to 34% when you're using this free tool in your Azure environments to help you to optimize your costs. And also to know your billing. أنا بصرف فين؟ والفاتورة اللي جاية لي دي جاية لي على إيه بالظبط؟ أنا بصرف إيه وبعمل إيه؟ فتقدر تساعدك إن هي تطلع لك الأجر بيل و provide data analysis for your costs. ممكن يكون في أوقات معينة بيبقى عندك الانفايرمنت فيها spikes في أوقات معينة في أيام معينة. So I can do more يعني ممكن أقدر إن أنا أزود شوية services او billing في الوقت ده. ابتدي ان انا شويه ابتدي ان انا افهم انا انهي وقت في السنه ببقى عندي سبايكس في الانفايرمنت بتاعتي في البيل بتاعتي بتيجي عاليه، وانهي وقت في السنه الدنيا عندي بتبقى شويه يعني more low in performing او low in transactions. فبالتالي انا شويه ببتدي ان انا اديس او decrease my resources. مايكروسوفت برضو عندها في تولز موجودة اسمها Azure Advisor. Azure Advisor بيساعد كتير في tools برضو موجودة في مايكروسوفت سيرفيسز. دي كلها حاجات موجودة for free by the way in Azure. يعني once you purchase Azure you're gonna see these services but sometimes it's not maybe يعني مش كل الناس تقدر تشوفها، مش كل الناس بتستخدمها للأسف، بس هي موجودة already في أي حد عنده Azure بيقدر إن هو يستخدمها. من ضمن الفيتشرز دي Azure Advisor. Azure Advisor بيساعدك إن أنت تقدر to make sure إنه الانفايرمنت بتاعتي او الورك لود اللي انا شغال بيه يعني well organized and well architected to reduce costs. Sometimes ببقى بستخدم a lot of services. maybe a lot of services دي it's not giving me the right او مش بتديني البرفورمانس اللي انا عايزه او مش بتساعدني على ال added value اللي انا عايزه في الاخر. والاجر ارك دي برضه تول موجوده او دي سيرفيس موجوده في مايكروسوفت بتريديوس spend for the third party tools and multi clouds وتقدر ان هي تسكيور your environment. بعد ما بنعمل اوبتمايزيشن احنا بيبقى كده وفرنا فلوس كتير ان احنا reinvest with the multiple services. One of these services Microsoft Azure Sentinel for the security and also data center migration and app innovation and some other services we can add it in our portfolio to give more performance for our environments. أنا عايزة أسأل سؤال. حتة الأجر باك اب ديزاستر ريكفري، يعني أنا كنت من ضمن الأناليسيس اللي اتعملت في مصر هنا إن معظم الناس في الأجر they are using mainly backup and storage. في حد بيستخدم أجر باك اب and storage؟ في حد بدأ إن هو يكون
Yes, there.
Yes. Okay. في disaster recovery يعني بتستخدم إيه في disaster recovery اللي عندك؟ local on prem.
بستعمل الاجر فولت للباك اب للورك لود اللي موجود على الاجر نفسها.
With disaster recovery for local on prem local provider. Yes. Yes. يعني من ضمن الحاجات اللي بنتكلم فيها برضو كتير عن في مايكروسوفت الأجر disaster recovery. It's a main important service. We can think about it for doing hybrid and securing and also for data disaster. Because يعني احنا واجهنا الفترة اللي فاتت دي كتير من الشركات بعد بالذات موضوع الدولار كان في مشاكل كبيرة جدا في موضوع investments عندها، وفي شركات كانت عندها مشكلة كبيرة ان بيدفعوا كتير جدا جدا في اللوكال بروفايدرز، وكان ما عملوش معانا التي سي او اللي يوريهم او الار او اي يوريهم كمان how much you're gonna save in Azure disaster recovery. So انا حبيت النهارده نتكلم briefly عن Azure. حبيت اتكلم النهارده على حته المigration concept، حته الاوبتمايزيشن. How after we do migration and optimization we're gonna save cost and then we can reinvest again, and so we can do more and we can add more services in our data center to perform and enhance our business. So آخر حاجة ممكن أقول لكم عليها كبروسيس we can do it together and the Reliance team can help you on this. Next step, we have a technical solution assessment free from Microsoft, totally free from Microsoft, help you understand your environments from infrastructure and security and understand what kind of saving you're going to save with your existing Windows Server and SQL Server. بيقدروا يعملوا معاكم analysis ويطلعوا لكم reports how to start to migrate. وبيengage بعد كده team Reliance to start build with you scope of work for the migration and modernization process, and this also be funded from Microsoft, and then starting the Azure migration journey and the Azure advisor for optimization and adding and reinvest again with Microsoft security. This is tools already funded by Microsoft to help you start using Azure and the cloud services with Microsoft. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nermeen. Do you have any question for Nermeen? Everything is fine. You have a question, Nermeen? Just please, that's a question.
طيب كان سؤال لحضرتك باختصار. حضرتك من شويه اتكلمتي عن الانفستمنت وقد ايه الشركات بتعاني الفتره اللي فاتت من ارتفاع الدولار والانفستمنت. كنت عاوز اعرف ايه هي الحالات او امتى تحديدا الكلاينت او الكاستمر اللي هو احنا معظم الحاضرين امتى يقرر انه ينفست في المايكروسوفت ايجور، خصوصا الامر متعلق باي نيو انفستمنت الواحد بيعملها في شركته، محتاج انه يقدم يعني سترونج ريزونز للتوب مانجمنت عشان يقدر يحصل على الابروفل انه يقدر يعمل اد فاليو للاي تي تحديدا. فانا كنت عاوز النقطه دي تحديدا، ايه البنفيتس اللي هي هتعود للبيزنس بتاعي لما انا استخدم المايكروسوفت ايجور، خصوصا في الباكج بتاعت الاي 3 والاي 5 هو doesn't included، هو يعني برودكت سيبريت تماما وانا محتاج ان انا اشتريه بشكل منفصل تماما. فانا طبعا محتاج ان انا اقدم كتكنيكال مبررات الفنيه للتوب مانجمنت عشان اقدر اخد الابروفل منهم ان انا اعمل نيو انفستمنت في المايكروسوفت ايجور. ثانك يو.
السوليوشن اسسمنت بيساعدك جدا في ده. يعني السوليوشن اسسمنت دي تولز احنا عاملينها في مايكروسوفت، لانه احنا لقينا انه كتير من الكاستمرز مش عارفين امتى او ليه او ازاي ينفستوا في الاجر. فبالتالي مايكروسوفت عملت السوليوشن اسسمنت، بيطلع ريبورت بيوريك الكرنت انفايرمنتس موجود فيها ايه بالظبط من خلال البرفورمانس بتاع الهاردوير، من خلال الابلكيشنز الموجوده، ايه هي السيرفيسز او الكلاود سيرفيس ذات وي هاف ان اجر اللي تساعدك تبرفورم مور. بيعملوا معاك تي سي او، بيقدموا لك ريبورت بتي سي او، ده بيساعدك تبريزنت التي سي او تو يور مانجمنت تيمز، وده بيساعدك في القرار في الاخر. وبالتالي بعد كده بيخش معاك التيم بتاع المايجريشن اوبتمايزيشنز، بيبتدي ان هو يشتغل معاك في ريل اكشنز تو ستارت ذا جورني وذ مايكروسوفت، لانه مش من السهل انه تروح المايجريشن without partner او without Microsoft team. You have to engage with partner, we have to engage with Microsoft team for the migration journey. Thank you. وخليني برضه اقول لك على نقطه، يعني امتى بالظبط احنا في مايكروسوفت شفنا ده، بالذات بعد الكورونا، لانه كورونا خلى كتير من الشركات عندها مشكله ان هي تشتغل فول كاباسيتي بتاعها، في نفس الوقت they need to perform. فبدا ان يبقى في الكثير من الشركات بدات تغير مايند سيتس. we need to be more digitalized, we need to be more modernized to be able to start working and perform more. بدات كتير تغير من المايند سيتس بتاعتها من on prem واللوكال environments to the hybrid. ده ساعد كتير في ان في شركات كتير جدا كملت وقدرت to perform in a proper way. فحته ان انا استارت ان انا اشتغل بالكلاود كونسبت او كلاود ادوبشن، اتس تايم ناو. انا كنت لسه عند كاستمر قريب وكان بنتكلم في الجورني بتاع الديجيتال ترانسفورميشن، قال لي كلمه اعتقد كلنا ممكن نبقى متفقين عليها، ان ماي هاردوير ناو از ا تريجر لايك ا تريجر. يعني هو بقى بالنسبه له كنز. ليه؟ لانه اولا الكوست ان هو يجيب جديد بقى غالي جدا، الشيبنج تايم بقى في تشالنج كبير عند بعض الفندرز، فبقى شايف انه انا محتاج ان انا اسكيور او maintain as much as I can my existing hardware for the core database او core systems and start do hybrid او start ان انا ارفع even fully applications on Microsoft virtual machines to ان انا بقدر الامكان اساعد الانفايرمنت عندي to reduce the cost for the hardware. لان الهاردوير مش بيجي لوحده، بيجي كمان معاه بقيه الانفراستراكشر. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nabeen. Thank you for such a wonderful presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for break. Do you want break? Yes? Okay, so we will have a break now, and after the break, we'll be speaking on very interesting, promotions from Reliance Infosystems. And, I want you all to be back from the break and see what we offer, yes, what we have for you. So let's have a break, and then we will meet after the break and further go ahead. Thank you so much. I feel this event, like it's very interactive, and it makes me so happy that everyone is, active, listening, and they're interacting, they're questioning. So it's wonderful. You all are wonderful. Thank you so much. You all are wonderful. Thank you so much. So I'll see you after the break. Please go ahead. Thank you so much.
Service is a lifelong commitment and dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success outcome philosophy at Reliance Infosystems. As an organization, Innovation and customer excellence are our heartbeats. That is why we come up with new methods, ideas, products, and solutions to meet our customers' needs while initiating and sustaining a symbiotic relationship with them. We aim to deliver exceptional services that surpass our customers' expectations. To achieve this, we see ourselves as partners or co-owners of their business. This way, we are better able to support our customers until they achieve their desired outcomes. We listen, understand, and ensure that we address our customers' pain points. Knowing that our success is measured by the quantum of progress that we have been...
And then we will go for the lunch break. So I hope you all are good to go. Is it good to go? Yes? I can't hear. Yes? Okay. So next we will be, speaking on biz apps, and then we will speak on the interesting topic, which will be what we are offering, Reliance, what we have for you here in Egypt and around the globe. So,
dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success.
my colleague is stuck somewhere. Let him get out of that. So I'll call him up and then he'll start on biz apps. Come on, Mr. Danjuma. Everyone is waiting for you. Okay, so I'll invite Mr. Danjuma, who is looking after the UK region. Yeah, okay. So please welcome Mr. Danjuma, who will be speaking on the biz apps. So I hand over him the mic.
Thank you, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, did I get that right? Okay. Thank you, Jamil. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here today, and I'm happy for all of you that have come, and I hope you get the best out of this. How do I? Okay, so we'll be talking about doing more with less, and that has been, you heard the previous one also, about modern work. And then, so, sorry, we're still doing some testing. No, I need to go back. Okay, yeah, so my name is Danjuma Audu. I'm President Digital Transformation, and I'm based in London. But again, I'm always everywhere. So I'm here today in Egypt, and I really like it, and I'll be here for a very long time. So we're talking about business applications as it relates to do more with less. And that has been the theme of today. Now, in the last 2 years, we got COVID, and that changes everything. It changed everything. A lot of business went down. A lot of people were out of jobs, and there were many dead. Some business were completely wiped out. But today, companies are recovering. We're coming back fully. And then there's remote work, and then everyone is doing the best to face a new reality. And the remote work is what everyone has to recognize today, and that's the changes that we've seen. And of course, for businesses, the managers don't really have room for failure. What they are talking about now is growth, 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 growth. There are no room for failures anymore. And of course, cost reduction, efficiency is actually what they are talking about. And that is what we are talking about, do more with less. When you look at the concept, do more with less, you're essentially talking about a huge lot of cost saving here, where you have less resources, then you'll be able to do more and more and more of it. What you have is less complexity, you have simplicity, and you have enormous results. And of course, that translates to profitability. If during the pandemic, you were able to order things online, I'm sure now you still want to order those things online. You don't want to hear the situation where now the pandemic is over, maybe those new things that happens then, they are not necessary anymore. No. Now you've got to do more. And as we live in the post-pandemic world, and as business starts to go back to normal, growth is what everyone is talking about. And that growth has to be a very sustainable one. And also the companies or the businesses that actually survived COVID were businesses that were optimized or at some point has been digitally transformed to an extent. And those who couldn't withstand it were those who probably were at the infancy of their digital transformation. And so for now, all that matters is a sustainable growth, and that's also what we're talking about, doing more with less. You have less and then you do more. But again, if you look at it, how do you want to grow a business? If you do the normal math, for you to have a good profitability, it makes sense to have a less expense. That means even if you have high sales, you must have less expense. You must have less overhead. And also in this case, you must have some apps that you've bought, not so expensive. The apps that could do a whole lot of things for you. And then you see that you have less and then you're doing more. And it's only then that you can have a sustainable growth. And that's what we are talking about. And now this is the message from Satya Nadella itself. And when you look at doing more with less, as I've explained earlier, it's talking about doing things with less complexity, total understanding of what we are talking about. It's probably something you think is not possible, and as we go along, you'll be able to see how the possibilities are enormous. So this is the message from Satya Nadella himself, and this is the CEO of Microsoft. Yes, doing more with less is very, very, very possible, especially with Microsoft. Let's look at a scenario where I'm not sure any business can survive without customers. So for you to have a business, obviously you have a customer. And one of it is how do you talk about improving your customer experience? A question was asked earlier about how someone deal with the customer. At the time when my colleague presented the topic earlier, that's digital transformation. So it's about customers. So let's look at the scenario for how do you want to improve your customer experience. And let's look at things that actually played out. Now, if you put the right system in place, and those who have done things already, and these are the numbers that we're getting, return on investment is quite double what they put there, more than double it. And that's 15%. A huge cost savings for them. And then the efficiency is quite went up. And that is how they begin to understand it, do more with less. And I'll preach a scenario to you now. At the time, when I first got to the UK, I tried opening a bank account in January, and the bank asked me to come by March 31st for the bank opening. And I was like, I asked the bank manager that, okay, if I come by March 31st, are you offering me a job, or is this still about me opening an account with you? Because from where I come from, in Ghana, in Nigeria, you want to open a bank account, at the very most, it's a day. At the very worst, 2 days. And in the UK, you asking me to spend almost, I have to wait 3 months to open a bank account. So I thought it was something that was predominant among the banks. But there were other banks that were licensed by the same regulators that could actually do that for you in a day. And I realized that till now, those new banks that did those have won a lot of awards, and they're encroaching into the business of those other big banks. And then for them to increase or improve customer service had become a nightmare for them. It's something they are struggling with all their life. At times you might wonder why do business fail? It will be something as simple as this. So let's look at this process. For instance, there's a customer request. So just go through this customer request. Customer request today might come through a lot of source. It could be XMS. Now we've got social media. Social media is something that we shouldn't downplay. Social media is playing incredible role in customer acquisition and customer satisfaction. And then there are solutions that actually will help you to get to these customers and improve your offerings to them. And then so that happens, so that's the social media there, and then we got to, okay, so what are the options? Loan, forex, account, savings account, debit. And then if you go down, this probably happened in a weekend, and then the system is able to direct that to someone who's probably available for that week on that weekend. And then the customer actually got served. Now, in today, for you to have this, you might be thinking that you need a very big system. You might be thinking that you need to pay millions of dollars to have that system. But what we are saying is that with Microsoft, you can actually get this done. And what happens here is that you, as a business leader who understands the business better than anyone, can actually design this yourself. And that is what we're saying, do more with less. You can do this yourself, and you don't really necessarily have to pay one developers that kind of try to rip you off, because without them, you really can't do anything. Those days are over now, my friend. And then we look at another one. I don't know if you've been to a website and then you see bots, something chatting you up. You see a system trying to attend to you. Oftentimes, you want to say you want to speak to a physical person. Has anyone had that experience here before? Maybe you're on a website, you see a bot, a virtual service, yes. And then you don't really like the options, because you're unique, what you're looking for is probably not among those things. And even when you find them, it doesn't really have a desired end. You probably don't get it. You still get frustrated. You might spend hours on that website trying to get that done. The challenge is this. For many businesses that have done this, the whole thing was done by a developer. At that time, that was a business requirement. And then they had done it because it will pass through the UQAT, the acceptance. So the management will do all the needful, they'll cut all the T's and dot all the I's for them to be able to pay for the service. 3 months down the line, the government changes policy. 3 months down the line, you have new set of customers that want new set of things, that they want to be treated in a different way. And then your business needs to respond to that quickly. Now, what you might want to do, what others' business will do traditionally, if you have an XLA with the person or with the business that provides that service for you, thank God. That's good luck for you. In most cases, you may not have, because everything seems perfect at the onset. You might have to go back to them, sign SLA, that whole process, you look at the whole cost, it becomes so expensive. Oftentimes you forget it. These are what is evidence. And it's not just in Africa, it's in the UK. I see this in the UK every now and then. But what we are saying is that how about if you, who is not a programmer, or someone in your department who is not a programmer, who is not a developer, is able to configure this thing, get to a system, draw it and say, okay, because someone come here, is this, do it by yourself, drag and drop. How about that possibility is what we are talking about. And this is just one, and then you look at the other one, and this is the one that baffled me most. How have you ever imagined that you want to get customers from Twitter? You want to get customers from Facebook, from Instagram, from LinkedIn. Just think about it. How? If you look at this, I'm going to focus on the channels. We look at the web. I think today most of us probably focus on the web, getting customers from the web, yes, or get interactions from, relating to your customers from the web or interacting with your customers via the web. Then we have chat, then we have email, we used to that. Look at Facebook. Okay, phone integration is something. Okay, how many of you feel so well that you call the customer and the customer is telling you the last time you called and was asking you that they were able to help you fix this one problem, or the problem, or the issue that you raised last time, we haven't been able to fix it, but we're working on it, and probably that happened 2 years ago. You might want to feel that this customer knows me so well. I'm sure you'll be excited if that happens to you. And then it actually allows customers to feel that these guys really know me and they care about me. Perhaps they might want to give you some suggestions and becomes your brand ambassador. And then that means we are talking about you engaging your customer in a unique way. And that comes with a good benefit to the business. Yes, now we're talking about third-party channels, the one that we don't even know at all. We don't know the one that is coming tomorrow. Now we're talking about this that we know already. And these are the possibilities we're talking about. So what we should be talking about is opening up our minds and think. And I'm going to tell you that whatever you can think, that you should be able to achieve it. Now, so we talk about how to interact or engage your customers across channels, or you want to improve customers' experience. That's one. Now let's look at what happened in supply chains. Or if you have a system that has to talk to one another and then you need to get something done, probably you have a lot of them. So you want to know what's happening in the business. You see, so that's end-to-end visibility. Yeah, lack of agility to meet changing customers' demand. The customers are changing because they are human. They're human. So even though if you're an airline, the customers who wants a business class with you and then you have all your offering, they want to ask you other things. How quickly, even though you know how to do that, but how will you change your system to adapt? I'll give you an example. In Nigeria at the time, we have a lot of airlines that use a solution that when something goes wrong, they have to fly in one guy from UK. And then this guy stays in a hotel, incurring so much bills. And then by the time the airline do their mass at the end of the month, they're facing huge expenses. 80% of that expenses is not even the airline, it's not even the aircraft maintenance. It's bringing in, flying someone from abroad to fix something very simple. And we got involved, and we were able to tell them, okay, these are the things that you could do all by yourself. The airline was owing the bank about 3 billion naira. Sorry, that billion is not that too big, so it's not $1 billion. But we were able to get involved, and the airline was able to pay that whole money in 2 years. They were struggling to get that done in like 5 years. And just because they were able to get things done by themselves without incurring all those expenses. And then, in fact, they thought it was completely impossible. And we showed them, no, it's possible. Once you can think about it, it is. I remember back then, we were always in the office with the MD. And the MD was the one telling us the whole process, how he wants it. And it happens, full control. And I'm saying that that is very much possible to everyone here and to your customers as well. Now, what we see most times is that you have a lot of systems. System A, system B, system B. So, and let me tell you how that came to be. So you buy one system to do one thing for you. Then later, you need to buy another one to do something else for you. Another one to do another things for you. What happens is that you have more system, but you know what? You're doing the opposite. You're doing less. In that case, it's reversed now. That means more, you have more, and you are doing less. And I'll give you an example. You might want an email, just something that will send an email to your customer. And probably you just buy a system that could do that. Very expensive. It does that efficiently well. And 2 years later, you want a system that will probably provide those emails and then integrate them to other, maybe to your finance. If you're in insurance, for instance, you want to know when something is due. Or if you are in any other business where you deal with subscription, where subscription model is what you use, you might want to integrate and say, okay, let me find out if your account is about to expire. We'll probably send you an email. And then, or if your account has expired, or if you have offers, you will realize that you might need another system that will do that for you. Because as at the time you bought that first one, that full integration wasn't considered. And then you have another system. You now have two systems. And then it goes on. It's the same cycle. So you have more system. And you need to keep maintaining this separate system. So that's cost. That's overhead. And that really won't help you. And of course, the employees are not, they are not empowered. They have to open multiple systems to get something done. How about they open one system and then they are able to find everything that they need? In fact, the COVID made us realize the full meaning of business continuity. There were those customers that we went about preaching cloud and cloud transformation and digital transformation. In fact, they chased us out. They said, wait, we don't want to hear about cloud. We don't want to hear about that digital transformation. We don't want to hear about consolidation. We don't want to hear about this thing you're talking about. And when COVID came, they came back calling in mass. And according to Satya Nadella, what we expect to happen in 10 years actually happened in less than a year. The kind of adoption that actually happened in terms of system adoption and digital transformation. So these are some of the challenges that you find in supply. And then what we are saying is that if you have a system like this, for instance, Microsoft Dynamics 365 ERP, you look at your sales and service management, financial management, project management, operations, reporting, supply chains. How about what you're looking for isn't here, or at the time you bought this? These are all that matters to you. What I'm saying is that you can add more and build more all by yourself without breaking your neck. It's something you could do all by yourself. And then there are third-party systems that you could connect. And that's where Microsoft Dynamics 365 comes in. And then that's one of the apps. We'll go into more. And then we're talking about, with that, you'll be able to do a whole lot more all by yourself. And these are testimonies. If you look down, so we have the call to recycle. They did a whole lot of cost savings there. And then when you go down there, you look at those in the payments, you look at the pay zone. Then return on investment is actually more than the whole money invested in it over the 3-year period. And productivity went up. But let me tell you how you could even do more with this. And then so there's another part of it which we call the Power Platform. And that's part of also Microsoft 365. And then we'll go into that shortly. With Dynamics 365 alone, you are having just 55%. Microsoft thinks you should have more. They think 55% is small. And then with Power Platform, they are saying 80. And that's the very least you can get with Power Platform. You could push that number up by yourself. But they felt that 55 isn't enough. If you want more, do that Power Platform, and then you can just shoot that number up. So now we talk about Power Platform, and I'm going to ask a question now for everyone here, and I just want sincere answers. So these are some of the challenges that you have at your workplace when you look at your organizations, where you work, or your customers. Several applications in silos, as I've mentioned earlier. Multiple manuals, a lot of processes that don't talk to each other, they don't connect. You just keep having more and more, and then it seems that there are no progress. You think you're not really even making anything. You just can't solve that problem. And then you might think that maybe your guys are bad because they are not taking new technology, and you think the issue is technology. It's really not. Well, we have increased skill shortages now, and then my colleague will come back later and then talk more about what we're doing about that. But let's see how organizations are doing it, and let's see how Microsoft is helping organizations to achieve this and solve all this problem. Now, Microsoft believes that a whole lot of challenges you have in terms of processes, 50% of them could actually be automated. And that is not you buying one gigantic software or one system or one big RP to do that. You can actually do that yourself with what you have. And anyhow you look at it, whether you want to automate or you want to do anything, there is need for you to do more. Going more digitally, building more apps, build more softwares. That is always what comes up. And that is always the challenges. And let's see how these things are being addressed. Of course, the demands are always very high. You really can't help, and you think your guys aren't strong enough. You think you need more employees, or you think things aren't just working the way you want it. But actually, let's look at the statistics. About 750 million apps will be created in the next 5 years. 85% of organizations actually struggle with data because you have a lot of silos, and you cannot consolidate those data and have visibility and then make use of those data. And like I said earlier, skill issues. About 4 million developers shortfall by 2025. We don't even have enough developers, even though you have the budget and you want to do apps by yourself, or you want to build apps, or you want to contract a company to build those apps for you. Those companies themselves won't even have enough developers. Developers in today's world are very, very, very scarce. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. Has anyone experienced that? You're trying to hire developers, and then you probably interview like 50 before you can get 5. I don't know. I've seen that. Has anyone experienced that in the room? Oh, yeah. You can't find them. And it's a big, big, big issue. And let's see how now, how many of you have Microsoft 365 here? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah. So there's a good news. And there's something that you're not doing well. I don't know if I should call that bad news. So which one do you want to hear first? The good news or the other one? The good news. The good news is that you're sitting on gold. If you're Microsoft 365, you're sitting on gold. How many of you have been in a ship cruise? Anyone here? On a ship, maybe like a week, 2. Okay? There are some, you just don't want to raise up your hand, I understand. So, it's like there are some who go on the ship voyage, and they are buying food in that same ship. So when you have Microsoft 365, and then you spend so much money buying other big systems, that's exactly what you're doing. And that is the bad news, is that you're not making good use of it. You're using probably less than 10% of the whole thing. And then I will expose you to how you can maximize the value of that gold you're sitting on. And that is the Microsoft 365. And that is the real essence of doing more with less. In today, one of the solutions you have that comes with it is the Microsoft Power Platform. And then we're looking at, when you go this route, we're talking about 75% reduction in cost because you're going to do these apps yourself. You don't need developers, who doesn't even understand the business. If you want to build a business or a software, for instance, to do something for you, you still need to play up with time to get the requirements really sorted out. That takes enormous amount of time. How about those who in the finance department building apps that the finance will use? Or how about those in admin who understand the business processes, building apps that will be used by the finance? Of course, the time, the requirement gathering that takes months, you don't need that anymore. That huge money that you have to pay that developer, you don't need that anymore. And then that SLA that you must sign. And then if something changes, business changes, the dynamics that we are in now, you have to pay much more. Maybe government, there are new regulations, and that comes to you at an extra cost. We are saying that with this, you can actually completely avoid all of that. And so here, the Power Platform actually has space for everyone. Everyone here, if you are not working Power Platform today, you're probably a potential maker. It's a drag and drop, where you say, okay, you just put a process, it move from stage 1 to stage 2, and then you just do that drag and drop yourself. That's the deal. And then even for a pro developer, there is still something for a pro developer. But if you don't even have any idea about programming, we are saying that with Microsoft 365, you are building the solutions that you need. And then that whole challenge that comes with scarcity of developers, you will be insulated. And then that won't affect you. And that will help you to remain competitive. And again, goes back to the team, doing more with less. And then so when you look at these applications, we're looking at the Power BI, and that, of course, that's what you use for business analytics. We look at the Power Apps, that's for the application development. It's drag and drop. The Power Automate, that's what you use for processes. And then the Power Virtual Agent, that's what you use for the bots. And then the Power Pages, yes, you cannot do some things on the website all by yourself. You don't have to know AXP, you don't have to understand PHP or any of those. You can actually do that by yourself. What I mean is that those in finance, those in admin, those in HR, they could actually use these tools to innovate. At the end of the day, they really have to innovate for you to be competitive. Innovation doesn't have to come with so much cost. And that's why we are saying do more with less. So in summary, so you're looking at, for instance, whether you like it or not, the way it happens is that you might think the developers aren't doing their job. They're just overrun. You're wondering, you started this thing since January, when are we going to the market? The time to develop is taking too long, and you're complaining, you're firing them, you're bringing new ones, thinking things will change, and it doesn't change. It's because you're overwhelmed. Power Apps will solve that for you. You don't have to go through all of that. And then the Power Virtual Agent, of course, if you want to do chatbots. And then too many manual processes can do this. Then we have Power Pages, like a website. And then you want insight to the bunch of data that you have in terms of, if you have silos, you have a lot of applications. Each of these applications have unlimited data in them. And then you really want to make value, make good sense of this data. And then Power BI is something that will help you achieve that. And then here, so we look at the Microsoft 365 like I mentioned earlier. So these are all the apps. So when you have Microsoft 365, you're sitting on this. But what we've seen is that the customers who have Microsoft 365, and most of the customers that we've seen normally buy the Microsoft 365 because of email Excel, Word. I said, can you tell, does anybody ever use anything other than those that I've mentioned? Word, Excel, email? Wow, we have few. So you need to get your hands dirty on this, and it's just drag and drop. In Nigeria, we've been able to save some companies in Nigeria, Ghana, and Botswana. We've been able to save some companies. Money set aside for ERP, and that will cost them millions of dollars. When we told them that, no, you bought Microsoft 365, they said, no, we have budget for it. We said, no, you could use this same money, push that money to marketing. You don't need to buy that gigantic third-party software you want to buy, no. With this, with Microsoft 365, we can achieve all of this for you. It will make you do them yourself, and they didn't believe us. It happens. You know, they just have millions of dollars, push that to marketing. Just like that, and the news was just spreading, and then that's how we got our hands very dirty into all of this. And then, does anyone use Teams here? Does anyone use Teams? What do you do with Teams?
Everyone uses Teams, right?
It's not changing.
Or there is someone who doesn't use Teams. Yeah, everyone uses Teams.
Okay. Everyone uses Teams. Now that is Teams. So Microsoft 365, we're looking at the collaboration. Look at Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive. I'm sure we all use Microsoft. I'm sure we all use OneDrive. Then productivity, yes, we're all familiar with this, Microsoft Outlook. Then the automation that I mentioned earlier, look at it there. That means those processes, manual processes, you can actually automate this. You don't have to buy those highly expensive digitalization softwares that will just cost you millions of dollars. We are saying that Microsoft 365 could actually save you that money. You can put that money into marketing, into research and development, and do other things. Now, and then we've talked about the security and compliance much earlier. So that is also another cost saving. In fact, for us, because we also support other OEMs as well in terms of security. But right now, we find ourselves selling this to customers, and then we don't have to carry some of those OEMs anymore, because we realize that if the customer has this, then what's the point of that? So it's like if we don't do that, it's like we're lying to ourselves. So that's another huge cost saving for you as well. And it's also making sense when you look at that topic again very well. How can I do more with less? I'm sure a lot of us should be able to answer that question, right? Now, I was going to talk about Teams. So what else do you do with Teams? This is not moving well. It's not moving well. What else do you do with Teams? Anyone? I know you do chat with Teams. Messaging, right? Meetings, right? With Teams. Anything else? Okay. How do you know you can actually build apps on Teams? And I'll show you some of the apps that we've built on Teams. You could build real-time apps. Apps that you could use even in finance, in admin, in HR. And I'll show you some of those apps. No. Okay. That phone, that is an app on Teams that has to do, this is just the approval part. For instance, I'm applying for leave. I'm doing it from my phone on Teams. And the message gets sent to my boss, and my boss checked it. Someone relieving me. So the system confirms all of that, and my boss approves, and he goes to the next, Or I want to travel, and I need some funds to be released to me, and then I can do that, all of that from my phone. If you look around you very well, those who are very active in the workplace now are millennials. There are those who receive who could receive phones as gift. When I was born, there was nothing like phone. When I left the university in Nigeria, we didn't have phone. But now some of them use this phone in the university. In fact, if you want to have a girlfriend over there, it's permitted in Nigeria. If you give her a phone, it means you're a good guy, And so they practically live their life around phones. And we're saying that it's better you build those systems around them, and that talks about the employee engagement, empowering your employees. How about you build your whole processes on teams? Has anyone ever imagined that here? It's happening. So if you have teams and you're not building apps on it, and the other man and the other company is building apps on it, at the same year, all of you will pay the same subscription fee. So if you're not using your teams, it's bad news. It's waste. And again, you really don't even have a competitor for teams, even for that basic function of collaboration or messaging that it performs. So why are you playing with the gold in your hand? So you're sitting on gold. And here I'll be able to, oh my God, this thing just, can you take me back, please? So now there are a lot of apps that we've built for customers, and then we can actually say go back. Well, we just run through this. No, go back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so these are a lot of apps that you could just think of. I'm sure most of you will probably have any of these processes in your organization. If it's not in admin, it's in procurement unit. If it's not in procurement, it's in finance. If it's not in finance, it's in HR. Any hands up here, I'm sure you all could identify with these processes. These are business processes. You could have them on Power Apps, and then you could have them on Teams as well. And also, if you have Microsoft Dynamics 365, and it doesn't have the required processes that you want, you could actually build on them. Use Power Platform to build those processes at your Dynamics 365, because they are all sitting on the same common data model. They are all the same. So that's why we said with Power Platform, Microsoft 365, you have 80% cost saving. 80%. So we just go through some of the apps that we built with Microsoft 365. This software actually helps a lot of companies during the pandemic where they don't require IT to be on ground. And then you'll be able to consolidate everything that you have, do everything from one spot, access multiple systems from one spot. And this sits on SharePoint. And then this is a help desk built with Microsoft Teams. And then you see that dashboard there, built with Power BI. These are all the things you have on Microsoft 365 already. And then we're looking at Human 365. This is an app it's an HR app, end-to-end. And it's built on Microsoft 365. I'm sure if I ask anyone here to list the names of HR applications in the world, I'm sure we're going to have a whole lot of lists. How about you don't have to pay, you don't have to pay a platform and have that yourself. And you that you are in the HR, build this yourself, and then you'll be able to maintain it. This is just one of the applications. So we're looking at the employee self-service, even automated payroll system, performance management. You could do all of this via Teams. Performance management alone is something big. Companies pay millions of dollars to have it. But we are saying that with Teams, you could start putting all this together by yourself. And then we're looking at, this is an information asset management where you manage your asset in terms of laptops, devices, how it's being used, even onboarding of new employee, and all the assets that's in the control of the organization. So it's a whole lot of tools. Just think of any tool, any software you want. You can actually start that with Microsoft 365. There's a whole lot of them. Accenture is an application that we've built, and it's been sold in a lot of countries today. And it sits on the Power Platform. There's a Teams version as well. And this asset and inventory, even if you have a factory, maybe like those boilers, those air conditioners, even your vehicles, you just register them there, and then you look at the maintenance, and then you'll be able to use this device when you need them, and then be able to maintain them appropriately, so that in order to avoid the unplanned breakdown. And then we have another one. This is for carpooling. You may have you may have a lot of cars, but again, you want to efficiently manage it in terms of even the spend, where they go, who drives it, who books that, rather than using the regular Uber. Well, a lot of admin use this, and this is where you see the staff would actually book a ride themselves. But it's something you could think about, and then you have it. You just think of anything, and then this is it. So you have a whole lot of this. So this is the dashboard for it also on Microsoft 365. That's what we're talking about. And then you have another one. If you're in the medicals, this talks about appointments. It talks about doctors, talks about patients. All that you want to talk about in the medical field. So this is it depends. For every industry, it covers every industry. Every industry uses Microsoft 365. So there's a whole lot. Cash advance is something like an expense report. You spend some money, then you want to report how that money was spent, and then you could build those things all by yourself. Okay, please, can we now say Microsoft 365 is like, if you have it and you're not doing this, should we now agree that you're sitting on good? Did I make sense? I need a show of hands. Encourage me now. Nobody's talking. Do we agree that you're sitting on good? That with Microsoft 365 you could do all of this? Yeah, because these are things that you would buy from other vendors that are not on Microsoft, and then you pay for them. If it's not subscription based, then it's probably maybe they deploy it on the system, maybe off the shelf, and then just on premise. But you still have to pay for it and maintain it. Now, the whole message we're talking about is extensibility. You buy an application for one thing, and then you're able to extend it to do what you want. And that's why we say, do more with less. Without the extensibility, we really can't talk about do more with less when it comes to business apps. And then, so it starts from the Microsoft 365 that you have, and then you look at all the Power Apps that I spoke about. You look at the connector, and then you see how it relates to Dynamics 365 ERP. But it's by this model that you are able to actually extend the ERP, and that's what makes Microsoft so different when you compare that Dynamics 365 with other ERPs. I have worked on some ERPs before, and the truth is, when you want to make changes to these applications or the business requires changes, it's very expensive. It's very, very expensive. Some businesses don't even try it. They just stay there. So you might be wondering why they have old systems. Oftentimes, the cost of ownership, of extending that solution or trying to customize it to the new business reality is always very expensive and difficult. What we are saying here is that all of this with Microsoft 365 is very simple. When you can think about it, then it's done. I think that's the end. So, yeah, I think that's the end.
Thank you so much, Mr. Denjuma, for such a wonderful presentation. Do you have any question for Mr. Denjuma? I hope he was clear in his speech. He has got something for you.
Okay.
It's not a specific question, but we have many tools you share with us in Teams, and I think every software we have to utilize and know all the features. Many companies here in Egypt provide the service and the solution, but didn't provide all the information about the software. So I think you are very good to show or share many tools in one application, and that's what we want to have to add value to our software and utilize everything we have to buy.
Thank you. I think there's another question.
Yes.
So probably maybe talk about them.
Okay, actually, I know a lot today, thank you, but I just want to ask about localization. All these applications are fully localized to Arabic?
Well, I think Arabic is just about language. So there's the codes that does it is still the same. I didn't get that, sir.
I'm talking about UI and...
no, yes.
Fully, is it fully localized or just support Arabic? Actually?
No, it's fully, yeah. You could look. So let's come from the development standpoint. It's all about what you want. So for instance, if you are building this for your admin, you got to build exactly what works for them. And language or visual expression is just one of those things. They must use it, they must get the value, otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, okay. Did I answer your question, or was it a question, I think? Okay, yeah, okay. Now, what we do differently, and I think this is a differentiation, what we do differently in the countries where we operate, and my colleague has spoken, like, where we look at customers as our partners, is that we just want you to succeed. And so, I will give an example earlier that we're carrying some OEM, some other products that were security products, actually. But because Microsoft is offering them, and you already have Microsoft 365, and that is there. We say, you know what, why don't you use it? Now, when you have Teams, a lot of the templates on Teams might not meet your needs. But what I just said, and what is the reality, is that we have been able to help customers build solutions from the very, very scratch, from the bottom to the up. So it's about what you want. And then we're saying that, and that also helps you to quickly move in terms of fast track your digital transformation and get this done quickly. So you mentioned automation. Yes, that's also another avenue where you can do automation really, really fast. So you look at SharePoint, you look at Power Apps, and then you look at Teams. So they're all there. All of these are Microsoft 365. So we've seen companies that invest heavily on others, third-party solutions that cost millions of dollars. And we're like, you have this already. And we not just build it for you, we make sure that you can build it yourself. So if you have Teams, Microsoft 365, and you're looking at that, you could just talk to us. We could see how we can build these things for you. At some point, we build a lot of this for some customers almost free. So we just have an agreement. Okay, you want to do business with us? Okay, this is how we're helping you. We've done a whole lot of that. And we could train you for free, help you for free, help you make sure you're able to get this done. We hope that, we work together, we help you succeed, and somewhere along the line, you do more business with us, and that's where we make a little profit, where we were able to pay some of your young ones that work with us, that's salaries, So we just focus on the little one. But we are really very much happy to help anyone if you have these needs. Like Teams, another area you should look at. There's a lot. Microsoft has great plans for Teams. It's a lot. If you look at when Zoom came out, I don't know if you remember when Zoom, during the pandemic, Zoom was the in thing, right? And then Teams came. Now, look at where Zoom is now, and look at where Teams is now. You probably can't compare them. I don't know if anyone has tried that. And that Teams, there's updates. More things are happening on Teams every now and then. So you should look at that area.
Thank you so much, Mr. Denjuma. Thank you for your presentation. So next, I'll call up on a few of our partners who are working us internationally and who will be working with us here in Egypt. First of all, I'll invite Ms. Yara Abdul Samad. She's from the law firm Mohammed Nasser and Partners. So please welcome Ms. Yara. Thank you so much, Ms. Yara. Stage is yours. You can speak.
Thank you so much. So good afternoon, مساء الخير. My name is Yara Abdul Samad. I'm a senior associate at Mohammed Nasser and Partners law firm located here in Cairo, Egypt, the legal consulting firm and that carries all legal activities for Reliance Infosystems in Egypt and North Africa, known as the cloud-based Egypt here in Egypt. So first of all, I want to thank you for the previous speech, as it was a very addition to non-developers or non-tech sectors, as we use Teams, but you showed us a lot, and you add to the capabilities of the Teams app. So it gives us great pleasure to witness the launch of the Reliance Infosystems business in Egypt. Through the past months, we have been dedicated to facilitate all legal and advisory actions with Mr. Olaimi and his leadership here, whom in trust and in turn showed full collaboration, resulting in a smooth and harmonic relationship that led us to establish, register, and activate their profile with the Egyptian authorities in a timely manner. Our partnership with the Reliance Infosystems is built on trust, respect, and commitment. Those main three pillars are the keys to their success and us as well. Quoting from their website, making companies a better place, one solution at a time. Reliance are widespread all over the globe with several offices in Africa, UAE, Canada, and the US, with their mission in mind to make companies better with their diverse solutions, offering whether it be through business transformation, operational excellence, or protection assurance. And that was explained a lot in the whole event through the speeches. The Reliance Infosystems customer base comprised large, medium, and small corporates across all industries, like us. And it also gives us great honor to witness Reliance Infosystems reach their potential in the Egyptian market. Also, the direction and the strategy put by Mr. Olaimi, whom we are sincerely missing today, and Mr. Jamil, that contributed to the growth and agility of the company, with the future plans to still grow in the MENA region. And we're really honored to be their partner of success. Thank you so much, Reliance Infosystems, for giving us the opportunity.
Great, great. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you here. So that was Ms. Yara. Thank you so much, one of our partners. Next, I'll call Mr. Assam, who is the CEO and let me just get it right. Yes, so he's the founder.
I'm your brother.
Yes, and he's my brother. So we were, a few days back, we were in Dubai. We were in an event, yes, with Microsoft in Fujairah. And now we are here. Time just passes so quickly. You know, it's just few days. We met there and we are here back now in this event. It's a pleasure to have you here. And yes, introduce yourself and the stage is yours.
Thank you.
Love to hear from you.
Can we have the slide, please?
Yes.
مساء الخير، أنا اسمي عصام خفاجي، أنا شريك وسي او لشركة اسمها FVC. إحنا mainly value added distributor في مجال اليونيفايد كوميونيكيشن والكولابوريشن، وفي مجال السايبر سيكيورتي، وفي مجال الانتراكتيف سكرين، الحاجات بتاعة الفيديو كونفرنسنج. إحنا بنشتغل مع ريلاينس mainly في دبي وفي كذا دولة أفريقية. إحنا عندنا بريزنس في يمكن 5-6 دول أفريقية، وكمان بنشتغل معاهم في UK، واحنا موجودين كمان هنا في مصر. فان شاء الله هنبقى موجودين معاهم. احنا مينلي مع ريلاينس احنا بنشتغل في الحته بتاعت مايكروسوفت تيمز تحديدا. يعني ليه؟ لان احنا بنشتغل في الديفايسز اللي هي بتبقى زي الهوست للمايكروسوفت تيمز، زي الديفايسز بتاعت لوجيتك وبولي فور اكزامبل. وكمان احنا كشركه بقى عندنا حاجات تانية كتير خارج الموضوع ده. دي سلايد مختصرة للموضوع، يعني أنا موجود هنا لو حد انترستد أو حابب يستفسر عن أي حاجة. أنا موجود وتحت أمركم، وشكرا جزيلا.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isam. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here on the stage. So we move forward and, oh, sorry, I'm just lost. Okay, so next, we'll call upon Ms. Tuto, who is the, sorry? So it's your turn now, Tuto. So I'll invite Ms. Tuto, who is the Vice President for Digital Transformation and who is looking after the Botswana region. She's the country manager for Botswana. And she's going to speak on the offers of Reliance. Very interesting. You will be knowing now what we are offering and what we have for you. So, Tuto, please.
Thank you, Mr. Jamil. Shukran. Yes, shukran. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Honestly, it's amazing to see all of you here with us today. Really blessed because we are new to Egypt and we want to collaborate and partner with you. We want to make you friends, you business, and more money, right? Okay, so we're going to do something special. Today, you have been seeing everywhere, you see Reliance, Reliance, Reliance. But now we're in Egypt. So we are launching our business today in Egypt. And you have seen here today our partners and those we work with, all right? So we're going to do a countdown to launch officially our business in Egypt. All right, so please, Mr. Koya, hold on, pause.
Oh, that's all.
It's almost there. No, you have to start from the beginning. Just start it from the beginning, please. Okay. Just pause again. I need the sound for the effect. Please, my sound engineer. Video sound, please. Okay. Okay, we're going to get it right, all right? Thank you so much for your patience. I hope you've been having a good time connecting with our colleagues, all right? So.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, we'll take.
Relax.
We'll get there. We'll get it right. What do we say
It will
in...
happen. Just breathe. It's okay.
What do we say in Arabic when you say relax? What do you say? Just say relax.
You're relaxed. Just relax.
No, I mean, what's the word? How do I say it? It's relax? Okay. You know, I come from Botswana, so I don't speak Arabic. I speak Setswana. So can I speak Setswana?
Anyone here?
Any Setswana speakers in the house? Okay, I'm alone. Okay, Mr. Koya, pause and start from 1, please.
From 1.
Can we get it to count down from 10?
So
just enlarge it.
Let's have the launch, official launch.
Official launch, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
We all are excited.
Okay, full screen. Full blows. No, just double click on the, okay. All right, here we go. Can we all do the countdown together?
Please.
Okay, something is coming after this, okay? I promise, it's good, okay? All right, let's go. You can start, Mr. Koya.
Yeah. Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'd like to officially launch our company Cloudways in Egypt. And now, okay, we can't do it again. It's done already.
It's done.
It's done already. Thank you so much.
One launch is enough.
we
will wait.
We have to do another event, yeah. But thank you so much for taking your time today. I'll be the last, should I say, official speaker. in terms of the business. And myself, I'm Tuto. Tuto is education in my language. It means education, okay? I went to the museum and I saw the pharaohs. And one of the pharaohs' name is it Tutmos? How do you say it? You say Hotmos, okay. But you see, the T-H-U-T is my name. So in my country, we say Toot. We don't say Hut. So my name here will be Hutu? Okay. So I was like, oh, maybe I have Egyptian in my, my history. I don't know. So thank you so much. All right. So I'm just here to share with you what we can do to partner together. Just a moment. Are we good, Koya?
So you wake them up and then again you give them a break.
I don't know.
You wake them up, they're all alive, and then all of a sudden you stop and they're just...
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry about this.
So please.
Yes, like I said, with the launch, we are giving you a very good offer, good relationship. And one of the things we want to offer you is a 50% discount on any of your Microsoft subscription. This is only for your first year, your year one, okay? So 50% you'll pay, 50% you don't pay for it. Then for the next 2 years, every year you have to pay normal price. I mean, good things do come to an end, right? You don't have to, okay, anyway. So what is the benefit of this offer? Please note that the offer is only for Microsoft technologies that are on cloud, like your Microsoft 365, Power Platform, your Dynamics, Azure, and many more. And what benefit do you get? So when you take the offer, okay, even if you don't take the offer, but you want to work with us, we are going to give you free training and certification, okay? So you can understand how to use the product, the solution. And also, your team, if you have an internal IT team, they will have the right skills to support your organization. Again, you also have access to free workshop. The workshops can be in-house, can be virtual, however you want it. And the workshops are supposed to help your business. You optimize your costs, become more efficient, anything you want to do, how to plan your digital transformation journey, what you need to improve on, your strategies, technology-wise, so on and so forth. And then also you will get free assessment. Assessments are important because when you do assessment, you can see how currently things are and what you need to do better, okay? You can do cybersecurity assessment, you can do your licensing, modern work, any assessment you get for free. Does this sound good? Okay. How many of us will sign up? The yes was resounding, but I only see 4 hands. Okay, there's more. Okay, there's more. I will show you more. Again, we are here to look for partners, okay? Relationship with businesses. If you have a business, whether you have the business as an idea or so idea may be like a startup, and you want funding or support, or you are any business, telco, banking, school, anything, okay? We have partnership program that we are looking for. How are we going to help you? We'll do your go-to-market. If you have services, products you want to take to market, we can help you accelerate your adoption rate, increase your conversion rate. We will give you $3,000, okay, to use for your digital marketing, all right? And then free 6 months use of Dynamics CRM. Does that sound good? Who doesn't want $3,000? Okay? But this is only for partnerships, okay? So B2B partnership.
I think they think that it's a joke. It's not a joke.
No, it's real. It's real. So you have your business, you want to reach more customers, okay? The $3,000 is for your marketing, your digital marketing, okay? And then the dynamics is just for you to manage your customers, manage your relationship, customer journey, everything like that. And then, of course, we'll help you with product development, reduce the time it takes for you to develop products and take them to market, and then also lower your costs, manage. Some services, they can, be a bit costly to the business. What can I do to improve? My sales department is not doing well. What can I do? So even extending your skill in the business, bringing new products, new services, okay? Then, of course, generate more new income into the business. So we want to give you an opportunity to scale the business, to have more channels, okay, of bringing more money. And then, of course, lattice. So because we are a technology company and Microsoft is our biggest partner, we have over 300 people that are competent on Microsoft solution, any Microsoft solution. But not only Microsoft, we also work with other partners. So any solution, technology-wise, addressing any business need, we can support you. If you don't have the skills, you want to do your business, yes, we will help you with this. Our team can become your back office, or our team can actually be used to extend your capabilities, okay? So you have an opportunity, you don't know what to do, you don't have resources, you can partner with us. Okay, so far so good? Are we okay? Okay, shukran. Okay, and then what we want to do is, help you reimagine your customers, work on your business model, and also obviously use technology to have innovations. Okay, I already talked about this. So now, the offer, like I spoke, is on Azure M365, Dynamics, and Power Automate. And then now we have the solution assessments. I've talked about the solution assessments. We can do modern work, cybersecurity, data infrastructure. There are many of them. And modern work, okay, this is just more details, really, okay? Then there's another program we have. It's called Mudiva. Mudiva, have you heard that word before, Mudiva? No? Okay. This is our internal program. We have an organization responsible to help your IT team to upskill in any Microsoft technology. You don't have to pay for them. You don't have to pay for training for your IT staff, okay? So they have to register under your organization, and then they have to take some learnings. But they have to be serious because they must complete certain parts before we can give them the exam voucher. So in the program, they will be meeting other technology experts, they'll build relationship, but they will learn all the technologies, and at the end, they'll be trained and certified on those Microsoft. So we'll provide them with questions, exam dumps, anything that they need, and the free vouchers. What are the benefits here, as I've mentioned? Recognition from industry leaders, Microsoft has a way of recognizing organizations that are doing well in terms of utilizing technology. If you're an advocate, you have that experience. You can also earn credibility in the cloud era. We are living in the cloud era. There's Microsoft Cloud and many other clouds out there. So if you have the certification, people can trust that you know what you are doing, and so you have credibility. It also helps to, within the employees or the IT team members, they will have the higher desire for other skills. We don't do IT like old, okay, not old, but a few years ago. You don't need to go physically and attend to an issue. You can do it virtually, okay? And then, of course, it can accelerate your career, and then the free exam certifications. Okay. I don't know why.
Yeah, just say.
Yeah, you have to project. Okay, so I'm almost done, I promise, so that I don't bore anyone. All right?
FVC is everywhere. FVC is everywhere.
They're taking over my presentation. Can you imagine? Okay. Mr. Koye went back again.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Yes. So what we want to say, let me close. What we want to say to our colleagues and counterparts in Egypt, ladies and gentlemen, is Reliance Infosystems is an organization that cares about you. We care about your success. And for us, it's important to understand you and to understand your needs. So if there's anything that you would like us to support you with, we are here. And with our partners, Microsoft, we are willing to go the extra mile to ensure that you get success. We offer free proof of concepts for our customers. We offer credits. We offer training. We offer anything that you would need to ensure that before you say, I want to buy the product, is the product going to work? Okay, so you don't need to make investments. So we are here for you. We are here to support you. And I hope that together with our team, you will feel free to reach out to us. For me, I'll be in Egypt until Friday. We're staying in Jewel. So if you want to have maybe the business meeting, you want a partnership, you have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out, okay? And we can connect. You can visit our website for more information. And we would keep in touch with all of you, share every resource, send everything that we talked and presented here today, all right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for welcoming Cloudbase to Egypt. Shukran.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tito. It was a pleasure having you and for such a wonderful presentation. So before we come to an end, a few questions, please. You have a question? Not from me, please. For whom? Not for me. Yeah. I'm not ready to answer any question.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for having us today. I'm asking Ms. Tutu or you, Mr. Jamil, about the strategic partnership. As you mentioned, it's applicable for startups who have been in Egypt 4 years ago. And now we are launching our new digital solution, which is Univortal. And I'm asking for the strategic partnerships or long-term partnership. Is it any criteria for the startup to apply for this or no?
Thank you for the question. The only criteria is we just need to hear from you. What is it that you require? And then one of the things we do also, depending on how the startup is set up, we can help you to register for the Microsoft startups as well, give you access to other networks that can help you raise whatever, you need. So please make sure you connect with us and we'll share with you how to start the program.
We are here, so we will connect with you and then we can discuss, how we can do partnership together. Yeah. So, Ms. Tutu, she just explained, the promotions that we have and the offerings that we will be offering in the market. So, I want to know, just want to ask you, Modiwa, she just explained Modiwa. So, what is Modiwa? Can anyone answer? Anyone? Sorry? Yes, please. Yes. Career? From Microsoft. Okay. Training platform. Yes, yes. Rightly said. Rightly said. So Modiva is a program where we give you trainings, we train your staff, we educate them, we provide them certification, and we make sure that they're, aware of the solution and they have full knowledge. So I want to give you something. Okay, so something for you, a small gift. Thank you so much for you. So Modiva is from Reliance, it's from Microsoft. Modiva is a Reliance project, and we are the one who are offering a Modiva program for training and educating. Now, I think you guys are hungry. I'm hungry. I'm just waiting for the lunch. So what is the time? When is the lunch? Ah, okay. So we will have our lunch, and then after the lunch, we will go home. And then we will sleep. I want to sleep. So I'm so tired, really. Just to make this event successful, we have been working on it. And thank you so much. I really appreciate. You people are great. You have been very interactive. And thank you so much. We are just waiting for our CEO, who will do the closing remarks. So he will join us live, and then he will give his closing remarks. So bear with me a few minutes, please. And then we will run to the lunch. And after the lunch, we can have, interaction. If anyone has got any kind of question, they want to discuss anything, we are here. I myself will be here until the 18th of March. And if anyone wants to meet me, I'm available. I'm ready to come over to your office, anywhere you say. As Madam Tulip. So the old name was Tulip, and now the new name is Jewel Hotel. So if anyone wants to meet us, they can come over, or if they want us to come, we are ready to come and meet you guys. So Mr. Patrick is okay. Just a few more minutes before we go for the lunch. Yeah, we will hear our CEO, and then we will end up the session, and that's it. Or they want to ask, we are here. We can. I hope now you know that Reliance. You heard the name, and I hope you don't forget the name. After having lunch, go out and Reliance? I don't know Reliance. What is Reliance? So please. Yes. Egypt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Egypt, we're seeing a lot of opportunities in Egypt. And Egypt is a vast market, So it's the right time to get into the market, Egypt market, and, to have business. So we are here, and we are hoping that, we'll do well. Not sure, because looking at the Egypt market, it's growing, and there's a lot of development. I myself, I'm surprised, when I go around and I see and I meet people. So wonderful, wonderful. And I wish Egypt the best, inshallah, in coming future. All these problems will be solved, and it will be on another level, inshallah. Yes. So, Patrick, is he there? Yeah. So, one more question. What we are offering, can anyone please tell me? Reliance. You're very active. You're very active. Oh, the lunch is coming. Yes. Yes, so what we are offering, please?
Offering different services for cloud services and ERP systems to support other companies to be more successful and to support the digital transformation companies or the digital transformation field, which is the future waiting for us. Yes.
Absolutely right. And can you just tell me what our promotion is? We have a promotion. So what is a promotion? Wait. Yes? For the first year. And what about the second year? And fourth year? Fifth? It's just 3 years. Okay, so the first year, we offer 50% discount, and then the second, third year, it's the norm. Rightly said. So I have something for you. And so I have something for everyone, actually, because everyone knows our offers. You as well? What is the promotion? Yes, absolutely. The contract is for 3 years. Great. MashaAllah. All are so. Oh, why I did 1,000 for free? Who will forget? No one. Yes. So I have a few gifts remaining, so I'll give it to you. I forgot the faces. Okay. You are the one? No. Oh, really? No, there are only few. And see, she's looking at me. If I don't give it to her, she's gonna kill me. Thank you so much. Thank you. There was someone else who said, yes. I'm coming. Yes. Yes. For new. Yes, this is for you. You're welcome. Where is our MD? Where is our CEO? Patrick, is he on live? He's live? Can, please. Sorry for the delay, please. Sorry, apologize. We have some technical issues. We're trying to connect. Just a few more minutes. So by the time, your tables are getting ready for the lunch. How was the event? Please tell me, how was the event? We want to hear from you. How was the event? Why everyone is... Yeah, everyone is looking at me as if I have asked some strange question, So he says it was perfect. Really? You mean it? Thank you so much. How was it? Thank you so much. We really appreciate. It's all because of you guys. It's all because of you, really. Thank you so much. Thanks. We would love to see you again and again. We will have more events in future, inshallah. We are coming up with another event after Ramadan, inshallah. And for sure, we will be inviting you all again. Yes, it will be a pleasure again to have you all. Yes, and working with you. Yes, this is for you. You're welcome. Where is our MD? Where is our CEO? Oh, I can see myself. Patrick, is he on live? He's live. What's going on?
I'm live.
Oh, yes, okay, okay. Yes, there he is, yes.
So my message is very short. So much has been said today, and I believe the audience got the message. And our message is bold and brave. Digital transformation pathway to braving the storm of the current global financial crisis. The COVID crisis has boomeranged into so many financial cases across the world, not just in Egypt. But whether you're a public sector organization, or you're a commercial entity, or you're into non-profit organization, Microsoft Cloud as a platform, combined with the millions of technology, innovation, applications developed by the ecosystem of Microsoft partners across the world, are here to serve you and help you ride the storm. We want to work with you to lower your spend on technology. We want to partner with you to rethink how you orchestrate your business processes, how you achieve collaborations among employees, how you engage your customers effectively, and transform your services. We want to help you to do more with less, so you can business or non-profit performance level in your sector. We are positioning our social outcome philosophies, Careerdemi, Modiva, 50% off your first subscription, providing digital advisory services, complimentary support, consulting services, and many more. Our brand identity in Egypt was unveiled today for the first time. Cloud-based Egypt. Can we all clap to that? I'm clapping here. Cloud-based
Please, Cloud.
to solve your most pressing operational challenges. Alongside with Microsoft Egypt, we are happy to support you and make your organization succeed. On this note, I'd like to thank you for coming, and you can be sure that we have your back when it comes to technology solutions to make you succeed, when it comes to paying your costs to make you succeed, when it comes to accelerating your success to make you succeed. Thank you, everyone. And I'd like to say goodbye. Thanks.
So that was Mr. Yami, our CEO. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this event a successful event. And we look forward to working with you and seeing you in the coming days. So we will end up over here. You can have your lunch, and then we can, meet. We can do one-on-one interaction. If anyone has got any question, we are here. We can discuss further after you have your lunch. So please enjoy your lunch, and thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure to have you all. Thank you so much.
Service is a lifelong commitment and dedication to helping others achieve results that matter to them. This perspective is what shapes our success outcome philosophy at Reliance Infosystems. As an organization, Innovation and customer excellence are our heartbeats. That is why we come up with new methods, ideas, products, and solutions to meet our customers' needs while initiating and sustaining a symbiotic relationship with them. We aim to deliver exceptional services that surpass our customers' expectations. To achieve this, we see ourselves as partners or co-owners of their business. This way, we are better able to support our customers until they achieve their desired outcomes. We listen, understand, and ensure that we address our customers' pain points, knowing that our success is measured by the quantum of progress that we have been able to help them achieve. We are ready to also provide your organization with aligned innovations and guidance till success is attained. Reliance Infosystems. Reinventing the world.